gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
What's good, everyone? For now on, we are going to have those types of intros real quick. We're trying to reach a wider audience so that we can love on this algorithm. Let me fix this style real quick because this bothers me. Let's see here. That is not the color I want. Hold up. There we go. All right, cool. We're good now. Hey, welcome everybody into the building. This isn't going to be a PowerPoint presentation or whatnot, but when you see the banners, that's to keep myself on track and then also let the viewers know exactly where we're at, or, I'll be all over the place. So basically, we're going to get right into it, right? So we're talking about AudioPulp, and I'm one of those people that's one and done. You all know that. So I've watched the occurrences. There's some things that I could sit here and say, hey, I'll break down to you. Here are some of the things that has happened to me. Here are some of the things I see you doing, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not his father. I'm not his father, nor am I trying to hold on 1 second. I forgot to do something. 1 second. Man, they make this so much to do. Okay, there we go. I just set a little goal there, see if I can reach my goal today. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not a teacher. I'm nobody's dad, nothing like that. I'm just going to give my breakdown. And part of it's going to be about how, men and women's loyalty, disloyalty, that's going to be like a quick mention. And then I'm just going to go through the different ladies. I have a couple gentlemen that were in, I think, YTCs. Ken and Mayor. I know there were more people, but I know how they move the best. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I know how they move the best. And I'm not going to speak on anybody if I know absolutely nothing about them. Hey, Mrs. Vegas, I appreciate you being here. You are number 2 in here for today. All right, so let me put up my banners, because here's the thing. If I put up banners, that just means I'm freestyling, right? And if I go all over the place, you'll know exactly what I'm trying to talk about. So first thing I wanted to cover was, by the way, the link is actually pinned today. I don't typically do that. Please don't hit the link if you know you're going to derail the show. But please hit the link if you have something to add, if I'm right, if I'm wrong. If I spoke on something that's a little bit sideways, just correct me. And AudioPulp, since the show is primarily about you, feel free to hit the link at any time. We could chop it up. Hey, Simply Silver, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Interested in my take on things. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. I really do try to bring the content. Now, I know that, the heavy content isn't going to necessarily bring a bunch of people in here and theatrics and fireworks going off and things like that. But you know what? I'm trying to give you all some content. We can debate. We can really think about it, soak it up. And then I'll send y'all out in the YouTube streets to, do the craziness. Now, we do get a little crazy over here, but at the same time, I always want to make sure that I give you a show. This is something that I work on. This is something that I research, something that I try to put together as well as I can. So I really do thank you. I put a lot of effort into this. So your patience and all that is appreciated. So my quick intro is loyalty boils down to men can't. Damn. Loyalty boils down to men act angry, but women feel hurt. Big difference. What I mean by that is while I'm out in the YouTube streets, I'm watching this AudioPulp situation, right? And what do I mean by men get angry? So you could tip a man off immediately, right? I could have a homeboy that we've been cool forever, and let's say like a couple people tell him something crazy about me, like, Envy did XYZ. The first reaction that a man's gonna have is anger. He's gonna be like, oh man, F him and do this, F that. He ain't shit. Boom. He's gonna want to kick in my door and want to fight, right? But you know what women are gonna feel? Women, their first instinct is hurt. So when they hurt, they need a more logical explanation to turn on you. They're not going to just go disloyal. They're going to want to dig into the why. They're going to say, well, let me give him a chance to let him, for him to speak. I want to understand, emotionally where he was coming from. They want to dig a whole lot deeper. And typically, here's what my conclusion is. Now, when a man gets mad, like one of your homeboys get mad at you, typically it's their fault. What do I mean by that? Typically, they've overlooked some of the things that you've done for them in the past, right? So you might have backed them up. You might have, spoke out of turn on their behalf. You might have damn near lied on their behalf. But all that goes out the window just on some little funniness. Like you could tell somebody, oh yeah, when you were out of town, Envy was hollering at your wife. And I say, instead of them picking that out on their own, they're just going to go out of emotion. So it's very, very strange. And typically it is their fault. Okay. Now with women, typically it is your fault. It is your fault because I said they are logical thinkers. They want to know why. And usually since they want to know the why, typically if someone wants to know the why, then you did something wrong, legitimately. Okay. And you need to be able to communicate without that, because guess what? Women don't have to have a pissing contest to decide, who's who and what's what. They're comfortable coming to a man. They don't have to compete. It just is what it is. But most men want to have a pissing contest to see how wrong they can make you. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. So AudioPulp. All right. I'm going to give commentary today that doesn't necessarily favor you, nor does it favor anybody. But I am definitely going to. I'm just going to read this. Typically, the way you come into YouTube is the way you will go out, especially in tight knit sectors. So it's cool to come in however you want. As I said, I'm not your daddy. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your uncle. I'm not your family member, nothing. But many, many women I know on YTC's platform, on Ness's platform, on Lemon's platform, whenever you were doing the world tour, even on your own channel, were like, yo, if you come in hot like that, if you come in cussing folks out and, just acting a little stern, I guess you could say, that's how you're going to come in. So the thing is if you want to stand on that, and that's how you want to stay, you're definitely going to have to take that, consistency. You're going to get that heat. But, I heard you say many times over, it's documented, like if somebody puts their hands on you, you do this and that. And then, yeah, you popped your shit. Don't get me wrong. One of the things I do give you props for is when your mic was going out. I think one of your AirPods was dying, and you were definitely getting jumped. But it was cool that you say, you know what, hey, just give me a minute. I'll be right back. Like you didn't run from any smoke or whatever. I can't take that away from you ever. Black Pearl, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're having a great day. West Adams, it's been a long time, man. It's great to see you. Hey, West Adams, I'm also going to be covering Mo3 content coming soon. I'm just kind of waiting for, some of the pieces to fall in place over there. But, thank you for coming over here. Even though this is like kind of beef sector content, hopefully you enjoy it and get something out of it. But yeah, the way you come into YouTube is the way that you go out. And AudioPulp, I could tell you, me, for example, I didn't come into YouTube right, nor did I conduct myself most of the time right. And you know how long it's taken me to even be able to speak to people where folks are listening? I get time after time again these days, hey, Envy, what happened? or hey, Envy, what's up with you? And what they mean by that is many comments say, I see you in a different light, because this is more me. I literally thought that, you come into YouTube, and clearly in the Mo3 sector, troll beef sector, where I was or where I am as well, we have to scratch, we got to troll, we got to damn near make somebody want to jump out of a window. And I thought that's the way that you handle yourself on YouTube. And that did definitely filter my audience down to people that stuck with me, but more people didn't want to. And here's the thing, Audio Pulp, as soon as you go after somebody, just know that that's their camp, whether it be Jake Dunn or it be whoever, right? And I'm going to go through each and every one of these people right now, give you my little analysis, because I know that people said, hey, you got to know how to move around the YouTube streets. And I'm not necessarily sitting here telling you I know everything about these people. This is an outsider looking in. I am not in the beef sector. I'm around the beef sector, but I'm a nomad. People know I go to several different sectors. It could be the prison sector, the Mo3 sector, the beef sector, the manosphere, whatever. I'm out there to debate, network, meet people, because Manco Television is not what I do for a living. This is fun. It's a networking opportunity, and I'm here. So I don't want anybody to feel like I'm, mislabeling or anything. This is all based on opinion. All right. So let's continue. Let's first talk about YTC. All right. So YTC, she had a hell of a task. It was almost like, look at it as someone's home, right? Over at YTC, she invited some folks into her home, and there were many strong personalities, right? I feel like YTC was as fair as she possibly could be. Now, what do I mean by that? So, kind of letting everybody get their word, everybody get their, get their shit off. And now, when dealing with Audio Pulp, if Jay Dunn didn't feel comfortable with being on the same panel, I respect that. The only criticism in the whole situation I would do is, hey, backstage Audio Pulp, that's cool. You were sticking together with the women, and I get it, and I applaud that. And yes, I would accommodate the individual that I have a long relationship with, and backstage people. The only thing that was a little bit like over the top to me is I would probably segue into telling Jay Dunn, like, yeah, you're here or whatever, you're comfortable, and you don't have to like go ham on controlling the platform, controlling the narrative, controlling the show. I've given you all this hospitality. Now chill. You can let somebody in your house, you can give them something to drink, you can give them a snack. But now when they start going into your refrigerator, changing, the song on the stereo, doing this and doing that, or changing the thermostat, then it gets a little bit too much. But YTC, you handled yourself very impressive, and I'm happy you did that. You definitely stood for the women, and in a chaotic environment, I know how hard it is to run a house like that. So shout out to you. Okay. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Sour Patch? Hey, what's up, Soul Sister? Appreciate both of you being here. All right, so let's continue. All right. TMO. Okay, so she was definitely very vocal. She had a back and forth with Audio Pulp, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. She voiced her opinion and she was standing on it. She definitely didn't change. Now, when she got to a trigger point where Audio Pulp could have told her, "You're the best woman I've ever met in my entire life. You're wonderful. You make me." TMO wasn't hearing it after a certain point. And as a male with emotional intelligence, you just have to let her talk at that point. Nothing wrong with her. I'm not saying her in particular, but more like you got to let women talk. Happy Saturday to you too, Miss Senator. I appreciate you being here as well. So TMO was, getting her shit off. And, at that point, like an Audio Pulp, I think you're 27 years old. She doesn't really want to hear everything you have to say. So I don't think that TMO did anything wrong. She was turned up. She definitely went beef sector mode. She went boom mic mode. So not much to talk about there. Shout out to TMO. Keep doing what you do. Lady Snoop. Lady Snoop is a little bit more of a complicated situation, right? Because Lady Snoop, I didn't know where the hell she was going, when she was going, up, down, left, right, couldn't tell. So Lady Snoop started off on, as I said, the right note. She was like, hey, audio pulp, stand on business, if these women are going to say this and that, stand on business. And basically the way you came in, just stay consistent, which that's cool. All right. So now when she transitioned a little after that, she was talking about Vallejo and San Diego and San Francisco and Compton and everything. The analogy was crazy to me, because you all are both West Coasters. I completely understand what you were trying to get him to get. You were trying to basically say like beef sectors, Vallejo, and Mo 3 sectors, Compton, and this and that. I totally understand, but I couldn't really grasp the fact that you were telling them to stand on business, and then you're giving them analogies about the West Coast, and then you just went completely the hell off against him. Like you were, it almost felt like you wanted to get favor with the women too fast, because it didn't seem like everything that was coming out of your mouth you really felt. Because when you start turning up and talking a whole lot, it just gets kind of jumbled. But I can't necessarily sit here and go after you about it. But you did start to really attack the narrative that I don't like about the situation, which we will get into a little bit. The narrative that I don't like about the situation is that this dude is a pervert, or a voyeur or something like that for Jay Dunn. For whatever reason, I just don't see that. I don't. I agree with people that this man, I don't think, was searching the internet and then came across Jay Dunn and got so infatuated with her that he wanted to look at her in a bathing suit. I think that starts getting absolutely crazy, and we'll touch on that just a little bit more. But Lady Snoop, you did start to make some sense, and you were the first person to kind of bring up a different side of the situation. I just wish you would have stayed there, because after that you kind of contradicted yourself turning up. I didn't really understand that. It's like you gave advice and then you took it away. Yeah. All right. Yaya was cool, because Yaya said, I don't care what he's saying. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what my friends are saying, my enemies. I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk about the subject matter. I don't want to talk about nothing. And, Yaya, less is more most of the time. People that really have a strong opinion about something and who have respect definitely don't have to say a whole lot. And I feel like Yaya definitely, stood her ground in the fact where she was like, no. So Audio Pulp actually did something good about Yaya, and he's like, okay, well, she doesn't want to hear me, so next caller, just like TMO handling that situation. She was going to get on your ass, and Yaya was doing the exact different. And as I said earlier, the way you come in YouTube is the way that you're going to leave. And you really, really, really have to know how to pivot and move, and forget to take things, or know the difference between things that you need to take serious and the things that you need to let roll off your shoulders. That's how YouTube is. You're not going to necessarily change anybody's thoughts about you, no matter what you say, do, or whatever. Now, the reason why I say that right now about Yaya is because I would have utilized that as my strength personally. I would have said, something along the lines of, respectfully, yeah, yeah, I understand that you don't want to talk. I'm going to move on. Boom. Now, how could that have helped you with TMO, right? What happened was you didn't you didn't feel out the room. So you could have said that to Yaya and then boom, segued right into TMO by saying, hey, get your shit off, whatever. But where things started going wrong was when you started calling them B's and H's and this and that. And I think that you let TMO get in your head. And then YTC was definitely backing them up. Lady Snoop was ad libbing. And there were some gentlemen that came up, which I will talk about at the end, but just knowing how to work the room. The beef sector and the women in the beef sector are mature. They have things going on in their lives, and they're not going to just open up the door and say, hey, Mr. 27-year-old that's coming in here popping his shit, welcome, we love you. That's just not going to happen. If you want to come in hot, you got to be able to read the room and utilize your moves. Like there's obviously a chess there's always a chess piece background or whatever you're looking back here, because yeah, I've learned over time. What up, Binary? What's good? I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for being a part of the membership. I can't wait for y'all on Members Live. I'm going to give away a Cash App if someone can decode. Well, you're not going to be able to decode it all, but the person that can decode my thumbnail the best, I'm going to give out a Cash App on my members only tomorrow. Members only tomorrow is at 7:00. And again, whoever can decode this thumbnail, please, there's a Cash App prize coming on members only. I want to see what y'all have to say, because if you know anything about me, I don't care how serious the topic is or whatever, trust and believe I'm going to throw semblance in there because it means a lot. Now, my shows are a series. So if you've watched my lives, a couple lives back, you know who this lady is. So I would encourage you to maybe, take a look and, see who this lady is. Just decode it. There's a couple symbols in there. Yeah. All right. So moving on. Binary, I already said what's up. Voodoo, what's up? I appreciate you being here. Hey, I really appreciated you the other night on Nessa's panel. It was refreshing because you were like, let me pop my shit or whatever, but you did it responsibly. You're like, I think you said at one point, yeah, I'm just here, enjoying the conversation. I don't really have anything to add right now. It was almost like you were a little bit frustrated, but you kind of kept it to yourself, held your composure. So I really appreciate. I've never been on the platform with you, but it was really cool. I appreciate you, Voodoo. What up, Don Play? Appreciate you being in the building, man. As I said, everybody know, Don Play, I know you're moving around like I'm moving around, and we will definitely do some Mo3 sector content over here as well. This is heavy beef sector content right now, but I appreciate you being here because maybe you'll catch something that maybe I haven't caught, or vice versa, about how people move. And Don Play, since you move around in all these sector content creators I'm talking about today, if you have anything to add, let me know. Oh, you got an idea on it? Okay, Don Play. Wait, Envy, that's not who I think it is. Does her name start with a P? Moving on. Ask Diva tomboyish. Okay, so I will. Don Play. Mm, I gave more information in a couple lives back. You'll just have to dig, but I will show you the banner one more time. You know what I'm saying? As I said, you got to look at symbols, you got to look at signs, and then you got to keep up with my lives. I'm telling you, I don't care if I got one person in here or 5,000 people in here. Everything is a code along the way. And this is a situation on this channel where we do this as well, right? We don't necessarily care about live views, because guess what we do? We take this, we make it highlights. My live experiences with you are basically to make highlights because we're going to love on the algorithm. We're going to love on the algorithm through shorts because guess what? When you get 5,000 views in shorts, that's 5,000 individual views across YouTube. I might get 500, 800 in the live, but then I turn around and get 7,000 shorts lives or shorts views. And whether people think so or not, I'm really reaching out to a broad audience. And when I tell people, hey, I told, 20 people to come over to your live, which some people don't think is very valuable, they're new people. They're not beef sector, they're not Mo 3 sector, whatever. They're sticking their ear into your live, and they're seeing what you have to offer. So hopefully I can help the people that help me, and we can keep it solid around here. All right, Don Play. Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're moving faster than most of the people. I thought, okay, so we got Just Kimmy. Just Kimmy. All right, so everybody knows Just Kimmy. If she likes you, she likes you. If she doesn't, she doesn't. Okay. And the thing I really liked about what Just Kimmy did, just being real, is it almost sounded like something I would say, right? And what I mean by that is she was like, it doesn't really matter what I think. It doesn't really matter, right, wrong, and different. I don't have much to add to the situation because my people said no. I'm always like that. You guys have heard that 100,000 times. Then we get Chris out of here. Then we get ZX out of here. Then we work together on many different things, whether it be trolling or indifferent. When Just Kimmy said, my people said no, that was really, really cool because guess what? Audio pulp or the situation, the narrative, the J Dunn, the this and that, it could have been like a quote unquote clout chase in a storyline. So, hey, that's kind of how I go. I don't give a damn if I feel so strong about a situation. I will give my 2 cents. And if my people say no, I'm done. One and done. All right. So let's move on. All right, let's see. Voodoo, what's up? She cool people. I used to mod for her. Oh, okay. Which one? I'm sorry, I'm a little slow on your comment. Which one were you talking about? Pizza. um, I feel like I'm just gonna keep it real. I know that Pizza says this is why I don't deal with straight men and this and that. She'll take a situation and she'll always segue it into why she doesn't deal with straight men or whatever. But just to be frank with y'all, now remember, I'm keeping the bias out of it. It doesn't matter how I feel about somebody, but to just keep it real, I think if it wasn't on YouTube and AudioPulp and Pizza bumped into each other, I do not care how many kids. I don't care about lifestyle. I don't care if there's a husband, not a husband, whatever. She gave me the vibe that, I'm cool with this dude. I would kick it with them. This is, the type of dudes that I like, but let me, stand my ground and continue to be Pizza. The woman that hates most men, in my opinion, hates most men. Just some of the rules on the platform, who you'll sit on the platform with or whatever is pretty extreme. So in my personal opinion, if you guys weren't in front of somebody, I bet y'all would have had a few drinks and a good time together. That's just me. Yeah, Just Kimmy. Yeah, Voodoo, you're right. Yeah, Just Kimmy is pretty predictable. You can definitely, and that's not a bad thing. Predictability sometimes creates consistency. So you're right. Like if Just Kim, as I said, if Just Kimmy doesn't like you, if Just Kimmy likes you, or wait, what did I say? If Just Kimmy likes you, and if she doesn't like you, and she doesn't necessarily do the 3 to 5 business days like a lot of you people say. Hey, within 3 to 5 business days, y'all are gonna make up. And I haven't seen that from Just Kimmy, me personally. All right. Pizza, beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread. Okay. So we got the first person that went against the grain. Hold on. Let me get some water here. Hold on. Beans and cornbread. She went against the grain, right? Okay. So she is an interesting person. She definitely will not let you put a battery in her back. She definitely will not allow you to control her brain and what comes out of her mouth. When she does say that, she's being real. She definitely does not let you speak for her. Now, Beans and Corbett did jump out there and say, hey, this man stood on business. Like, why are you all having so much of an issue? Because, if you have so much of an issue, then why would you even be arguing? Why don't you just drop them? Don't worry about the storyline and keep it moving. That was cool. Now, Beans and Cornbread, unfortunately, a lot of times is if she decides that you're worth dealing with, sometimes she'll let that person completely crash out before. mm, I can't tell somebody how to be, but typically she'll let somebody crash out to the point where eh, maybe she should pull back a little bit of her support if if it's needed. I'm an advocate of not contributing to somebody's delinquency. But, Beans and Cornbread, I really do appreciate the fact that you did jump out there. You were in the quote unquote popular kids area and you were willing to be unpopular. You said true. She's very professional too. Absolutely. Yeah, Voodoo. She definitely puts things together in a way where it's YouTube friendly. And what I mean by YouTube friendly is we need these things to be searchable. We don't just need, just no content about nothing. And the click through rate, how long will people stay? I feel like when Kimmy does a show, she's going to bring some content. So people are going to stay to the end to see what the hell is going on. Okay. So that's Beans and Cornbread, not really digging into, a whole lot of what she has going on, but she was the first person to go against the grain, which was pretty cool. And from what I've seen thus far, about Beans and Cornbread on this situation, she has not made a turn. She has been in this individual's chat. She's a mod. And when she was asked about, hey, aren't you his mod or whatever, she didn't use that as an excuse to be like, oh, yeah, that's why I have his back because I got a wrench. So, yeah, I mean, hey, all due respect to you, if you have Beans and Cornbread loyalty, it's great. But if you don't, she's not going to give it back to you. She's one of those people. Okay, cool. So there's two more women. There's two more women that I want to talk about that had the other side of the coin where they were backing Audio Pulp up. But let's talk about the fellas first, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, the fellas. I don't know a whole lot about the other two gentlemen that were up there. I just have known Ken and Mayor the longest. Okay, cool. So Ken, we already know what he gives, right? Ken's gonna go Ken's gonna go up and it doesn't really matter. It's gloves off. He's gonna talk about whatever he wants to talk about. It's probably gonna offend the hell out of you and make you want to damn throw your phone. I bet you a bunch of people on YouTube have broken phones because they were scratching with Ken. All right. So I think that Ken did come up hot. I mean, he usually does, but he was backing up the women. He was like, don't call them B's, don't call them H's, don't call them this, don't call them that. Now, that I really, really like that message. The only thing that started to kind of muddle it and not take received right is when it turned into an attack. It was like, you were talking about, different things, herders and funeral homes and other things like that. So, Ken, you made a whole lot of sense, and things get lost in translation sometimes when you get upset, right? And you know me, I'm going to sit here and applaud you for, having the women's back at all costs. For sure. I'm that guy as well. So I'm not taking that away from you. I just, if you can maintain your composure a little bit better, I think that it'll stick with these young brothers, it's just pretty combative. It is what it is. Now, Mayor was the polar opposite. Hey, Peach Tea, thank you for being here. You are always here, and I appreciate you. Okay, so Mayor Mayor is a good dude. Okay. I haven't known Mayor to be anything other than a good dude. And I forget who said, I don't know if Ness, I forget who actually said that, he's a well put together brother, takes care of himself, professional, presents himself respectfully. Okay, so Mayor, I really, really, really respect the way that you handled the situation. You were super patient. I think you said, "Hey, young brother." And as soon as he was talking about, uplifting black people, I'm talking about audio pulp. Once he was talking about like uplifting black people and standing behind them and whatnot, you corrected him on using the N word several times. And you actually gave him a couple opportunities. You said, "Hey, here's what I have to say." You were being the logical thinker. You're not, you were like, this might not be the way that you want to come into a sector. You might want to treat these people a little bit better, because when you start treating these women like that, and he was getting turned up a little bit. And I was surprised, Mayor, you were like, excuse me, brother, I got this to say. And he's like, "Don't call me brother, you're not my brother, and you were like, "Well, I'm trying to give you a little bit of game, but if you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear it. But I'm not going to be up here hollering." That's kind of how I am. I'm not going to go up hollering at people, because in real life, like, I'm not going to go back and forth like I did in high school. I don't have time for that, nor the patience to be hollering and screaming in real life. So I'm not about to come on the internet and do it either. So basically, I really, really liked how you handled this situation. I wish Audio Pulp would have listened to you, but I think he was so turned up. And we also have to remember that the brother is 27 years old. Now, did I think he was a little bit more mature for a 27-year-old? Yes. Now, if he would have conducted himself on YTC's panel like he conducts himself on Ness's panel, I definitely think we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. So, Mayor, shout out to you. That was really, really cool. And I appreciate you, and I'm glad got good brothers that are around. All right, so I didn't even, how in the hell am I not gonna put Jay Dunn? All right, Jay Dunn. Jesus. All right, so Jay Dunn, listen, I know that there's this animosity about probation and the situation that you were in based on posting pictures. Now, one thing that Lady Snoop did say is that you've done much worse, posted whatever. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to say something that I don't know that you did, but I know that you could be very, very volatile. I know you can be, right? Now, I think that it's an extreme, like I said earlier, Jay Dunn, of, just putting an equalizer on the narrative of this man being like creepy and make you feel uncomfortable. And he was looking at pictures of you in swimsuits. And I think you're reaching. And I don't know why you're reaching. I have no clue why you're reaching, because you know damn well that didn't happen. Now, don't get me wrong. I will sit here also and say, I don't know how the hell he typed in your name. Like, I don't think I would wake up one day and say, "Hey, let me type in," what did he say? He typed in J Dunn beef sector or something. I, I wouldn't wake up and do that. But whatever the brother typed in, why he typed in, and that's that creates the whole narrative and the situation, the conspiracy that he was sent. I don't think he was sent. I just don't. I don't think that I've never typed in audio pulp, West Coast, Hassan Campbell roaster or anything like that. So I do think that there's more to the story. And here's the thing. I don't think that people are going to dig into this much. I'm definitely not going to dig into this much. This is just me giving you my 2 cents, right? But I don't think that people are going to dig in to try to figure out what's wrong, but there's something. The most interesting part to the story of me or to me is seeing how the women did conduct themselves. They stood together. I will talk about that just a little bit more. I'm gonna look in the comments and see if anybody has anything to add to this part of it. But Jay Dunn, let's not pull each other down, because it would be kind of hypocritical that you say that we should stick together and do this and that. Just stick with what he did, quote unquote, wrong. Do I think it's wrong to post a picture? Yes. Do I think it's wrong to lightweight docs? Of course. Do I think that it's a right to make you feel uncomfortable? Hell no. But let's keep it right there. Um, you know, I just wish it wasn't that. We don't have to take it that far. The man didn't violate you, but he definitely, I would say, was out of order getting into your business. And I wish you could just keep it at that. Hey, so sister, what'd you say? How did it start with the two of them? So sister, sorry I missed your comment until now. Could you please elaborate? Tell me who you talking about? Audio Pulp and somebody. Sorry I missed your comment earlier. What's up, Mika? Hopefully you're doing good out there. I like your new avatar. The middle finger is my favorite finger. Let's see what's good. Hey, Petty Pendergrass, really love seeing you in here. I see you out on the YouTube streets all the time, and for you to come through and make sure that you support me, it means something to me. I appreciate that. You guys are saying what's Lolo in the building, Lolo in the building. Hey Lolo, you need to do something at night. I I had a good time last time I was at your live at night. Please do something in the evening for us, because I like turning up over there, because you're like, we can't say that over here because of this. When you're on your own panel, it's going crazy. The whole I love everybody. It kind of shifts in a way where you're gonna stand your ground. It was pretty cool to hear, Lolo. Unapologetic. Okay. Hey, soul sister, please type specifically the two people that you wanted me to speak on how it got started. Let's see. Please take a moment to check out Envy's website. Yes, please check out my website. If when you check out my website, it's going to kind of debunk the whole situation about numbers and all that other stuff at Manco Television. I would really like you to take a look at the website. It does show a different side of me, and it shows that I can really help the right people around here if they want it. Audio Pulp, what it do? All right, I'm glad you're here, brother. So I will break down a couple more things, but I do want to say some stuff to you directly. So let me get to the bottom comment down here by Lolo, and please hit the link if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. I want to see exactly what you think about what I've said so far. Fill in the blanks to anything that you may have missed, and just kind of chop it up. I'm the type of person where I have grown man conversations. I know that you asked for that from a couple people, especially Jay Dunn. You're like, can we have an adult conversation? And when you hit this link, we're gonna do so. So, just giving you a little bit of game, and I want to see where you're headed and what you see in the future, and maybe give you a couple pointers based on how I messed up and I had to build myself back up. Yeah, I know I don't know how it started with Jay Dunn and that dude. Soul Sister, it was trolling. So he found a picture. He heard about the sex machine. He found a sex machine in Jay Dunn, and it was trolling. So he posted some pictures and whatnot, and she took it, in my opinion, to like level 10 when I think it was like at level 2, which I don't think that we have to sit down and give Jay Dunn a manual and a course on what's trolling. That's why I was a little bit taken back by how far she put it or took it. Hey, the Joy Queen. Hopefully you enjoy your popcorn. If you're in the clouds, we got other things up there for you. We got good refreshments, and we have bottle service. We got refreshments, and it's all complimentary, because I know that beautiful Kimmy is always up there. The seats are comfortable. Go say what's up with her and all the rest of the people, because the bushes are the haters, but the clouds are supporters. Who, me? Yes, you. Damn it. Like when we came in at night, You had to stand on business a couple times, Lolo. And I was like, oh shit, there goes Lolo. She's putting her foot down. Let's go. Sorry, audio pulp. Sorry, I forgot your name. Yes, that's him. All right, the Joy Queen. Hey, Vibrant. Appreciate you being here. You're always supportive. You are a very, very integral part to this channel. And hopefully you put Beasley at the, hopefully you put Beasley outside to go play when he was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Lolo. I got you. I got you, Lolo. All right. What up?
Ding dong.
Oh,
Hey.
oh my.
How you
Oh my.
doing? Thanks, buddy.
I'm doing great, Lolo. And my
So,
guess
mhm.
and my guess because it was dude who told her she got all the women to try to back her up. She did. It's very, very interesting how people join the J Dunn train.
Yeah.
Um and the thing is typically she's not the most likable person out here. So I was like, what the hell? I'm like, woo,
But when you put a sexual spin on it, then that starts getting everybody up in their fifis.
Binary, I know. Binary said, so sister, why is Grandpa Joe, aka Glitter Boots, saying you
Hey,
left him for
buddy.
a white boy? Oh wow. This dude is still having a heart attack over there. Did you see him? He's trying to
I'll
do
watch him.
He's trying to do real content now and stuff like, hey, let's talk about Shadur Sanders. Man, shut up.
Oh, wow.
This dude's showing bulletproof vests and I got a machine gun and I got a shotgun and I got a Colt. Meanwhile, when he got pissed off, when he sits in that closet and does his live, he pulled out a 380.
Oh.
And if you know anything about a 380, you can definitely get shot with that 4 or 5 times and live.
Exactly. Hey, that girl, you sure can.
He's still going nuts. I love it. And the thing is he's actually helping. he When he ruffles feathers and people take it like to the grave with them, I'm like, how in the hell is he able to do that? Like he disrespect the same people he's able to like turn on people and change their minds or whatever is the same people that he disrespects.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird, but
he's weird. He's weird. You call his name 3 times and he pops up. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, he can't pop up here. Yeah, I mean, this is the clubhouse, and the first person that was banned from the clubhouse was the lady that has trouble walking. I mean, major trouble. You know what I'm saying? Not no small time trouble, major trouble, because I don't think she's ever done it. But now she's going to go on a date from a dating site with a dude walking around the harbor or something like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, good luck with it.
Yeah, tell him to do some forearm exercises. He's going to be pushing her ass all over the damn city.
She going to get you.
It's okay. She'll be all right. What up, NY? How you doing? Let's go. Oh, see, look. NY and Mika got the middle fingers up though. I love it. So Lolo, your take on this whole situation. AudioPulp, where are you? How you gonna drop in my chat, say you're here, and I say hit the link, and then you're not? Trust and believe. Lolo will tell you. A lot of people will tell you. If I want to, chop it up with you, it's
a good thing.
It's a good thing. I would say I'm a great ally. And I'm not saying I'm going to be your enemy, but I would say I'm a great ally. But if I'm your enemy, I'm going to go and go and
until he can't no more.
Go. No, I'll be able to go until they're gone. But AudioPulp, I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying that to you. I'm just giving you like the envy vibe. But what do you think about the whole situation, Lolo? Oh, there he is. Let me finish the Warzone match. Man, hurry up, dog. It's okay. You can go back. You'll get your rank. But go ahead, Lolo.
Well, this is the same thing that happens all the time. And I mean, she get mad and then, it's just on and popping from there. And in my opinion, I mean, everybody keeps saying this trolling like it's okay. Oh yeah, I'm just trolling. But when you do that, you giving somebody something up on you, and and then they're gonna try to turn it into something else. So it's to me, I wouldn't. I just think it's just too much to try to make everything into turn somebody, put a jacket on them, and oh yeah, they were doing this to me, and this is predatory. I mean, come on. It's kind of hard to start throwing stuff at people, and when you do, it gets turned around. That's the thing. It
I
gets turned
believe we have
around.
a guest.
No,
What's up,
no.
Sparkles? Oh shit.
You ain't be
That's
ready.
my sparkle. Hey, baby.
Hello. It's a
The
lot going
Sparkles.
on, Chip.
Yeah,
Always.
absolutely. Of course. Of course.
There's
Child,
always
always
something.
something going. It's always something
Mhm.
going on.
How
We
you
got the
Hey,
Belize.
doing?
I'm hanging into my super 30, but I'm hanging in there.
Belize ain't
Oh,
going on, man.
Believe, can you believe it or believe it? We
did you
believing it or we believing it? Because I
did
mean,
you see?
goddamn, I just left Simon live. He going the fuck off.
I
Oh
was just
God.
about to say that.
what?
Yeah, because
Child, he
apparently
called bro all
Trish.
kind of shit. He said, "I'm gonna get your ass, bro." He said, "I don't give a damn." He's like, him and Trish, she'll get into that. I said, "I'm not getting into that shit." I just know, it's just too much going on. I don't know what it is. Oh, not Jay Done always playing victim. Child, y'all still talking about audio. Audio was just in Roll Live too, child. It's a
Rodeo
lot
getting
going
Yeah,
around.
on.
yeah, we're
Oh,
waiting
yeah,
for
but
we'll have
I don't
audio
know.
up when he
Audio,
finishes his video game. But go, hey, speaking of Belize and Simon, do you believe that Trish would spend that much money? She's like, oh, I had to spend this money and that money and this money and that money to get Simon to
I
sign
don't
the
know.
operations
Listen, all
agreement.
I know is they asked the queen first. I need to announce, and then yes, honey, bring all about how you doing the experience. Well, I don't know, child. I just know it's a lot going on. Hey, that girl. Hey, Simon, do it? Die play? Die play? Shit, y'all asses over there with Ro. Child, Ro boarded. He said, I don't know what the fuck, Trish. Trish just good for her because she know what the fuck she was getting into called Trish. All kind of shit. Oh, my God. Child,
Ooh,
these streets is getting
Oh, Don
yeah.
Play.
what the fuck, child? What the fuck is going on with Janet and Tracy? God damn,
I
y'all ain't.
They don't like each other. Like I'm like, damn, what the hell?
Rob
Don
look
Play.
like a
I'll
little
touch on that in
Furby.
a second.
Yeah, bro. Rob was cute. He look like a little Furby, but I ain't touching him because he was with Tracy, and I don't do shit. I don't do the Tulsa shit. Acting like, oh, me and Noble got a relationship, girl. What, girl? Oh my
What?
god,
That pissed
child.
Noble off so bad. Noble was hot.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah,
The man of the
yeah, yeah.
hour. What up?
What's
Hey,
up?
audio, how are you?
Yeah,
Hey,
so
audio.
What up?
I just wanna clarify what Lady Sparkles just said. You said audio is in who's live?
I said, wasn't you in Rose Live? Well, that was somebody else too. God damn, you been
Who's
getting
Ro?
trolled.
So now
Yeah.
I got another troll account with
Damn, you
someone
got
else.
another troll. What the fuck
Okay,
between
okay.
you
I
and
just wanted to
Rodney?
make
Shit.
sure. I just wanted to make sure because
Really?
yeah, that's weird. Yeah, they started
Oh my
that.
god, damn.
They
My bad,
started
audio.
that
These niggas
yesterday.
trolling, bro. They trolling. I mean, they trolling
So
audio.
hold
They
on, hold
trolling
on.
Rodney.
So they
Shit,
made a
crazy.
fake account and were typing in this chat, in this back
They
chat
was
or
typing
something.
in the chat. That's why I thought it was not in the back chat. They was typing in the regular chat. So you don't
Okay.
know who Ro is?
Yeah,
God damn.
they already got it. They already got an alternative account of me, a troll
That's a
account.
damn
Oh
shame.
yeah.
Well, first,
Oh
That
yeah.
means you
child,
made
Lola, I
it.
don't know what's going on in these motherfucking streets. First, they was trolling that Rodney live as who they came up as first? Somebody. Then they came up as Catherine Powell. Shit. Then they
Oh,
came up as Audio. This shit crazy as fuck. What is this troll season? Oh, Envy,
damn.
you from the mole troll beef sector. How
I
you
am.
deal with the shit? Yeah, how you
Oh,
deal with the shit? Is it
I
you,
think it's
Envy?
funny.
Envy, is it you, Envy? Is it
Yeah, let me ask you. Let me ask you this before we segue back to audio Paul. Hey, some off topic. I said Don Play put it out there. Do you see what Vic is doing?
No, what the hell is Vic doing?
Oh
That
my!
wife was in an
I
accident, right?
I felt bad for him yesterday, right? But not today.
Oh
Um,
fuck.
Vic is over there. Oh my God, he's over there trying to get people to get him a car. He said he's got to
What?
get the He said he's got to get to 1K on YouTube so he can
Oh
remonetize.
Lord, Vic, why you
His
having
his
Oh
his
my
whiplash,
wife
Vic? Vic,
his
goodness.
bring your
his
black sector
wife
ass over here.
his wife got into an accident. She got T-boned, but she's not going to his house, but she went to her sister's because her sister could take care of her, and she took the daughter with
What?
him.
Wait
And
a
Vic's
minute.
like, "Oh, I'm
Wait a
just
minute.
here by
Wait a
myself with
minute.
the
Wait,
dog."
Envy, wait. Envy,
Oh,
wait. I have to process this. Vic, if you don't bring your black sector ass over here, I know you the king of Are you the one that was in Rodney Live trolling this audio, trolling this Catherine? What the fuck is going on in these streets?
I'm
Maybe
sure
these
Vic was
streets is on.
audio. That's why I brought him up too.
Yeah, these streets are on fire. Child, what the fuck going
Lord.
on? Maybe the beef sector, the black sector, all sectors is up. What is the tea?
Oh
Vic, bring your
my.
ass over here. This is some freaky shit. Lola, you ever seen some shit like this? What the hell?
No, child.
Rodney get
No.
trolled, audio getting trolled, Jadon on a roll, everybody on swole. But go ahead, I want to segue back. Go ahead, Amy.
Oh, and Don Play, yeah. Hey, I haven't seen him beg this bad. That dude is sitting there, and I was
What?
trying to take his side. I was like, "Hey, Vic, there's nothing wrong with you trying to get a car so you can continue to work." Because he's like, "Oh, I took a couple days off or whatever." Right? I said, "That's cool," but he's over there. I mean, he's counting down. He's trying to raise $1,000. He's like, I need $963.23, and he's counting down
What?
by the minute. But the problem is he's letting ZX, which Audio Pulp. I wish you never met him in your life, but
Oh God, you met
yeah,
ZX. God
that
Oh
bless you.
fuck
yeah,
yeah, but he turned
he's
on
a
me.
hoe.
He already
Oh,
turned on me.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Damn, how
he did
fast
a
was
whole
it?
live.
That's about right.
His live that's titled I Hate Liars is like basically about me.
Oh, that's what he was
ZX.
talking about. Yeah, because he talked about your boy Lemon Envy. He talking about some,
Mm.
yeah, because they made up a cut and scratch and said I was gay because I said Lemon had a sexy voice. Oh, I caught that clip. And
No, he didn't.
yes, the fuck he did, girl. I played you. It's on my page. Fuck you, ZX, with your little
What?
dick ass nigga. You
Nah,
a bum. Shut up.
and I have no idea. ZX was in Vic's chat blocking everybody. It was like block, 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 block. And
What?
I'm like, yeah, I've never seen so many people block
Damn,
because
man, what the hell been going on in these streets?
all the mods had to unblock. Like he was blocking, he probably blocked 30 people, and the mods were like unblock, unhide, unhide, unhide. That's all the mods were doing in there. And
What's
basically
wrong
they
with
were
you, Dick? You need to
Bro.
be putting a nursing home or something. Shit. What's
he
wrong
was
with you?
hate like he was hating, he was draining the chat while this man was asking for financial help. You think people are going
That's
to
a
give you
damn
financial
shame.
you think people are going
Wow.
to help you
Yeah, but
financially
they
if they got
blocking you in the
blocked in the
chat. Yeah,
chat?
stop being a fucking grumpy old Grinch, bitch. Turn your
Wow.
legs up. Stick your fingers in your asshole like you were doing.
Oh.
Shout out to Ken. Happy birthday. King and Queen season, bitch. Services for the reason.
Oh my.
What's up,
Motherfucker.
Austin?
Fuck
Oh.
these niggas. Now, that's you audio? That said pretty. You got the all caps, right? No,
Audio.
because
This is
one minute.
normal behavior.
Yeah,
This is normal.
that's me in the chat.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah, yep, it sure is.
Look at the one with
Look, so yeah, that's
but the
him,
one on
but
the
I
one
got
on
him.
Rodney page
He's
came
still
on
worried about me. Go ahead. Audio Pulp troll you talking about in Rodney's page.
yeah, they came up. First they had it as a little A, it was a capital AUDIO, and then it was capital A and then the rest was little. Then they came back as what was that shit? Cap audio was capital, but the pulp was little. I'm like, what the fuck going on? It's too much hate, Austin. Yeah, and then he came up because it's him. He was like, "Sparkle, you up here line?" I'm like, "Oh no, I know what I see, but I forgot when he come up. You don't see what's in the back chat already. Like if
Right.
Lolo or Envy was typing, you wouldn't be able to see if you just came up. You have to
Right.
be up here, to see it.
Yeah.
But then, he did apologize like a man, so I salute him on that. And we've been good ever since, but it's so much going on. Shit, Tim Blaine still over there talking about Heidi Fly Monster, cursing out Jay
What?
Wilson. Is that shit? Do y'all think that shit ever gonna end? Cause baby, child, talking about fucking swallowing fried chicken. Now, what the fuck happened at the show? They said
Mm.
Jay Dunn ran in the goddamn was chased by 3 people. She said
Oh, you ain't
Poppy
never
said,
seen
Here we
it?
go.
mm-mm.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
Audio Pulp got her
Child,
sucking a diamond
Poppy
silk.
said Rita, Indiana was the
People
only
crack.
one scared.
What's up, Stacy?
Child, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
Baby.
These people got this shit going. Rita said she ain't gonna dress fly, babe. She Heidi she cursed told Deanna some kind of shit, and Deanna came back and said, "Bitch, I ain't said a motherfucking thing." I said, "Oh God." Then she gonna come in my motherfucking chat talking about did I clean my house, and I told that bald head box shaped bitch to clean her pussy, and where about
Oh,
Josh going to get motherfucking the pink pussy cat with Sean Bradley, bitch? That's the fuck you need to be worried about. You fucking upside down bag of fucking flower shaped ass bitch. Fuck you.
damn.
Now, like I said, baby, these streets is on fire. Any of you bitches that want it, let's get it. We gonna show audio how the real beef sector sect this shit the fuck up. Cause Chris already over here trying to
I
troll
knew y'all would
Lolo.
be asking about
Who trolling
who's
me? I
Yeah,
didn't
trolling
but
even
Lolo.
see it.
Krista, you know she got
Chris-
that wheelchair running all. Oh shit, child, why Simon just said? Why Simon
Wait a
just
minute.
said? Baby,
Chris is
Simon
coming
just
back
caught
on that
Krista.
trolling. She's not
Wait,
good at
Simon
hey,
it.
caught. Wait,
Sharika.
wait, wait. Wait, Envy. Simon caught Krista with a straight. He said, bro, I will fuck you all over America, bitch, and I will come and find you. He said, just like that bitch
Hey,
Krista in
Sparkles,
a
what do you think of
goddamn
this?
wheelchair. Who is
What do
that?
you
Who
think
is
of
that?
that?
Who
Oh
that?
Lord, that's your girlfriend, Envy. Guess who?
uh,
Who that supposed?
no.
Oh, that's supposed to be.
Hey,
Uh,
hey,
uh,
stop. I'm gonna have to
mm,
on my members
Yeah,
live.
some things we keep under wraps, right? Lord, that's my baby, Lord.
There's a lot going
She's
on there.
pretty.
All right. Oh well,
But
thank you.
anyway, yeah, child, Krista caught a straight Simon going all in. I had to jump down. He scared the shit out of me. I said, what the fuck going on?
what?
Child, he said he coming out. He said, yeah, yes, hey, that girl, my boo. He said he came at Roe. He came at Simon. I mean, at, not Simon. He came at somebody. He said he cool on Trish. So, I don't know. But back to audio. What's up, audio? Because I ain't want to take over, you know. Yeah,
She ain't want to take
I,
off.
Well, you just gave us
I
the
know,
beef
right?
sector news, though. You know what I'm saying?
Child.
Yeah, but what do y'all think? What do y'all think about? Yeah, I mean, ZX is definitely trying to cut Vic, but what do you think about Vic? Man, yesterday he was crying.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think Chucky went Chucky went live on him or something, but he's over there doing I mean, it's so theatrical.
This is my thing. Like the beef sector, y'all could be fighting 1 minute like Ness and let's say Ness and Treasure be fighting. But like if most hated bum come over here like he did and get cursed out by like Deanna and Kwani and all of them, like y'all will squad the fuck up. Like King Roman came out the gate swinging. And because they thought it was gonna be Ken, but Ken didn't. And speaking of Ken, we'll get to you back in a second, audio. Because baby, you was came in swinging for your goddamn life. My God.
Oh, we just found
I mean,
information about. We just found information about Ken Nola News. Some old
oh
info
Lord.
about We found a
Oh Lord.
change.org. Yeah, we found some shit.
Lord have mercy.
You
Is
found
this going
what?
to have a stop? Because I don't
You
think
said
this
a
is going to end well.
change.org. I
Yeah,
know
I
it's
don't think
not.
this is going to end well.
no,
No.
But
not at all.
we got yeah, we're gonna get back to it. But yeah, so I mean everybody is just going goddamn crazy. I think this Belize trip has everybody going on a trip. They
Oh.
taking acid, LSD, and all that shit. They don't give a fuck. But what I will say,
This is going to be in
what
front of
I
the green
will say,
screen.
what
That's
I will
funny.
say is
Wait a minute.
the B sector, y'all will stand up and get together. Like y'all will fight each
Oh,
other,
yeah.
but as soon as a motherfucker come in, y'all tearing their ass up like they tried to do the audio. Now
Facts.
the thing
That
with
is what happened.
the black sector just fights everybody. Like Diva fights Jazzy, Jazzy fights Die fights Lemon. I mean, what's that girl name? What the hell? This one, the Big fights ZX fight Lady La fight everybody. I mean, what the fuck? Like they don't stick together. Like even if y'all coming at them, they don't stick together. They
Yeah.
fight each other. They don't give a fuck.
Shout out.
But
Shout out. I hope
audio.
Diva drops in the chat saying something
Oh
crazy. I got a
God.
present for
Oh
her.
boy.
Go ahead.
Baby,
I got a
did
present
y'all
for
see
her.
her? Man, Envy, but did you see her on Lemons? Child,
No.
Pizarro was the quietest I ever seen Pizarro. I got scared for a minute. Baby, I don't know even know what the
Got
fuck
her
people
on
said. I just
ropes.
popped up there. I said, what the fuck is going on? I said Diva and Bizarro on a live together. Oh shit!
What were you
And
gonna
then I
say
just
to
heard Diva say,
audio?
"All right, I'm out." I said, "Damn!" But yeah,
Hey,
it's too much going on.
what were
It
you
Yeah.
gonna
seemed
say to
like it.
audio, Sparkles?
What's up?
Yeah. So audio. So why you got beef with Ken? Or you just came at Ken because Ken stood up for Bizarro and the rest of the girls, Yaya and everybody? I mean, what is it? Like,
I
what's the
mean,
goal in it?
I wasn't. I made it very clear. Here's what I'm trying to understand, and I think people are getting misconstrued. I came up on there very if I'm not mistaken, I came up there respectfully. Now, people started asking me hella weird ass questions, and that was the two women. And I stated really specifically, I'm not trying to argue with women, but they're over talking me, yelling and yelling. So it looked like I was talking to them and arguing with them. The whole time I'm not really trying to respond to them. So I think that kind of got misconstrued by a lot of people. And yeah, he came into the live and just started yelling and popping it. You feel me? He don't even know me, but he just he liked to argue, I guess. So
Who,
he just
Ken?
wanted to. Yeah. Ken
Oh,
came in
okay.
up out of nowhere and started going off on me. So had to stand on business. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let no random ass nigga just come up in here and just start talking crazy to me. But
So
yeah.
I got a question for you, Audio. How much do you actually know about Ken? Like, have you heard him, his videos and things like that?
I know a few, just a little bit, not too much.
Okay, yeah, because Ken
Yeah, I
gets
think
ragged rough.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Ken don't
that.
give a fuck and he don't
Now,
stop
now,
till
now, let
God
me
says he's
see.
putting to stop.
I want to hear. I want to hear what he said. You said you dropped a seed. You said you found what on Ken? A .com or what?
Oh, we found a petition about him.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
you
it years
mean
ago?
that was
Oh,
Trish petition with the no dragon. She had Tracy all of them on there, but that's kind of old.
oh,
But
the no dragon
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, that's old.
yeah.
Yeah. Because the funny thing was when Trish did the campaign, she called. Is Octavius and Ken and Kiki and Sonny and them still beefing? Because
I have no idea.
Oh,
It changes
I
from week
think
to
there are
week,
3 to 5 business days, people. Yeah,
basically.
yeah, and from moment to moment, hour to hour, and that's one thing you're gonna learn audio. This shit just changes like you change your drawers.
How
Well,
am I
some people don't put on
missing,
drawers.
bruh?
You
Ken is
missing
a
everything.
Ken is not an
I am.
easy person to go after. I'm do your thing. I'll never tell you what to do, but
Yeah.
I
Ken
mean,
has no. He's all gas, no brakes.
he came at me first. And another thing is people like that on the internet, they just ain't been punched in their mouth yet. That's all.
Oh, whatever.
All
Oh,
right
We do
that's
now.
not
That's
that's
all
condone
that is.
violence on NB's Live. This is Manco Television. Enter at your
And
own risk. Play at your own goddamn
hypothetically, let's
risk.
just hypothetically, hypothetically,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I've known
allegedly.
Ken for years, and Ken does not stop. I mean, if you ignore
No.
it,
Damn,
then
for real, no, for real. I was just gassing
yeah, I
it, but damn,
mean,
for real,
only
don't stop.
because Ken get it in his mind that something going on and it's on and popping, and he don't stop. He just don't stop. So I don't know if that's something that you want to even deal with, but hey, that's all you. That's all you love. That's what you want to do, because as bad as Jay Dunn can be, Ken can be even worse. I mean, it's just
What, he could just say
I,
something very
no.
about
I
my
mean,
family or
Uh,
something.
I mean, he will go to hell and back.
and come back
He
to hell, go back to heaven, and come
yeah,
back to hell, and go back to. He just don't
Yeah,
stop. So that's what you'll learn. So you have
yeah.
to
but
make sure
all
you're in
that
battle.
shit,
But
all that. I mean, I respect what y'all are saying, but all that sound good to me. I'm not really worried though, and
Okay,
I don't really have my eyes set on it. He's the one that came at me. That's
right.
another thing.
He just
I'm not
trying to
looking
see
at.
what's up. He trying to see what's
Yeah,
up.
that's what
Yes,
I'm
I mean,
saying.
yeah.
Like I
I
already
think a
see.
lot of them.
It was a little
Okay,
chin chat. I
Ain't a
mean,
lot of
yeah,
it.
I think
Ain't a lot of it going off on people on women anyways too. Like.
No, it's hazing. It's just that's just what happened. Anybody can bust a bottle on the head at any time. Because I'm still shocked at Lolo and Krista. Like, I
Oh
mean, Envy
shit.
just let the motherfuckers go. I'm like, he like, fuck it, get let's get it. 5 minutes and let's go. And it just is what it was. I mean, and then Trish came back and just woo bang, Krista and fucking pushed her down the goddamn stairs. I mean,
That shit
goddamn.
was funny. That was funny.
Ah,
That was funny.
Well, the thing is, remember we
yeah.
said, remember we were talking about audio, like if he comes in hot, he's got to stay hot. But if he's trying to like chill, hey, listen, it looks like he's staying on the gas with,
All
going to
right.
Ken, moving over to Ken.
Oh,
Jesus.
Good luck,
Hey,
love.
nothing wrong with that, but
No, but I mean, some people. I mean, okay, beef
But what
sector.
if? But here's the
Mhm.
thing. I don't have no like. I'm good. Like my name is good. As far as that doxing, all that. Like I'm not worried about none of that. That's the thing. Like all that stuff don't bother me. That's what I'm saying. In real life, I'm good. So what's the worst he could do? Oh, say something about my. That's what I'm saying. I'm the type to. I'm not trying to be violent, but like this the beef sector, right? Y'all like content, so dudes that like to pop it like that and do all that, like we just catch a flight. Leave it
wow.
simple as that.
Do you really think? Hold on one second. Do you really think that this is the sector for you? I mean, because that's what they do. The guys, the girls, and I think the girls are even more vicious. I'm surprised Jay Dunn. I still want to know the history of you and Jay Dunn. Like, what? I'm so confused. It's like I was 50-50.
It was just a
And
simple
then,
troll.
hold on one second. And then Rodney
But
just came and tried to bite my damn head off. Like, because I'm like, well, because somebody, I forgot who it was, came in my chat and was like, no, the way Jay Dunn lied on that boy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh, God. And then I was asking Rodney, I said, well, I don't know. You know what, Jay, because I mean, her and Lady Snoop started to go at it. And then I don't know where that led to. I don't know, child. It's too much. But go ahead.
Go ahead, audio, hon.
um, I don't even know what I think I was. I don't even know. Hold on,
You were saying
I
last
forgot.
thing you said was catch a flight. Now in the Mo 3 sector, yeah, that
yeah,
they pull up.
yeah. Mo 3, my sector pulls up for sure. But
Yeah,
the catch a flight, I think in the B
Pull
sector,
up.
you'll just be arguing about it. But
basically.
hey, but here's the thing. If he's branded himself as, getting at it like that, hey, it is what it's the internet. People do have to remember, like
It's all content. End of
it's
the
the
day.
internet. Yeah, it's the internet, it's content, and I wish we would keep it to
Hey,
trolling
let
and
me.
stuff
Yeah.
like that or whatever. But you know how people, I can't keep up with all these storylines. That's why I just go where I
Much.
can
It's much
cliff
easier. I
note.
know.
Child,
We get
I know
enough
what
at
you mean,
goddamn lemon. I
Franklin.
mean, yeah, we get enough at lemon. I mean, goddamn, it's all talking to beef sector with some doing mixed in. They not pulling up on nothing audio. So audio, let me ask you this: do you take it seriously? Like, is the stuff serious? Like what you and Kim went at it about? Is it serious or is it even
I
with?
honestly, to be honest though, I don't take him seriously because I could look at him and tell he just a clown, he a troll. When it come to that, like him talking tough and all of that, because that's what he was doing. Like all the talking tough shit, like the roasting shit, that's cool. Like we could roast, that's cool, whatever. But all that talking tough and all that other shit, yeah, no, I'm not. That's not gonna fly with me because I
Oh
don't do that
wow, yeah.
talking tough shit.
Well, Envy and Lola, I got a question. Do y'all think he's better suited in the Mo 3 sector? I mean, 'cause they pull up and fight like hell. I don't even go over there except for, Max and a few other. Oof,
Mm,
child.
only if
Mm-mm.
he wants to do Mo 3 content,
Yeah, I
then
don't do.
yeah.
I don't. I know who Mo 3 is, but I'm from California. Like I don't really. I'm not really tapped into that
That's
those
a
whole
whole nother beast.
politics.
I'm not.
Yeah,
It
the
Yeah,
is.
people
our
that do
our sector is
content,
Classic
cutthroat.
lights.
the
Our
people that
Yeah.
sector.
tend to do Mo 3 content, I feel
What's
like are
up,
from
classic lights?
Texas. They're from Dallas,
That
or they're
most of
from
them
the
are.
South.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's just not like for me, it would just be catching up. I don't really. It's ironic because I actually used to live in Dallas, but I moved back to California. I just I don't care though. I don't care too much to do any Mo 3 content.
Okay. We get to that, and ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
will be I will be honest with you. Over in this sector, there's not a whole lot of Mo3 content, but
You said
What?
I
over in
digress.
in this sector.
No. In the Mo 3 sectors, there's not there.
Yeah,
Sometimes there's Mo 3 content, sometimes there's not. I'll tell you this: it's more about relationships because here's the thing: if they're in closer proximity with each other, a lot of them are in Dallas, so it goes
exactly.
offline a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
relationships, the fights, the getting arrested, the doing this, the doing that, because
Wait,
they're
wait,
all
wait, wait,
close.
wait. Are they all in Dallas? Mostly, I thought they was in different
Uh,
areas.
Yeah.
we are. I'm in Atlanta. We got some people. We are in all different areas, but I'd say about 50% of the sector is in Dallas,
When
Yeah.
it come
which
to
puts a whole
people,
different dynamic to it.
when it come to people breaking down like the rapper, the gang murders and all, it's usually people that's gonna be from that area. Like there's people out here in California that specifically talk about like what happens here in the Bay or what happens in, Los Angeles. But, and that there's not really sectors here in California. That's another thing I found. People just do content out over here.
Well, you know what though? Like when I used to deal with Milk 74 and all them, I did kind of see, that California was a little different. What's up, Classic Lights? Been a while.
Hey, what's poppin', Envy? Hello, everyone on the
Hey,
panel.
honey, how are
What it
you?
do?
Hey, I'm
Hey,
good, man.
We
Hey,
talked about
lights,
a lot, Classic
lights,
Lights.
lights.
well, wait, man. I see this where you are, man. I never knew.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I haven't gone live in a long, long time. Now I'm starting to go back live, 7 o'clock every day.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna check you out from time to time. Ain't gonna be no nuisance.
I appreciate that, Classic Lights. I got a couple questions. I got a couple questions for you. Have you seen any of the two questions? Have you seen any of the audio pulp situation with Jay Dunn? And have
Uh,
you seen any of the Vic in his car situation?
I heard a little bit about Jay Dunn, and I was nosy on the Victor Moan part of it all. Yeah, like my opinion is Vic, he begging right now.
Mm.
Yeah, he begging. Your wife got injured. I don't I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I want to speak on another man's marriage. But at the same time, your wife was injured and you treating the situation like she's supposed to be at a sister house opposed to being at home. That don't make sense to me, Envy.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that, why can't she be at home being, taken care of by him? And again, I don't want to get in their marriage, but people are taking conspiracy theories on that kind of
Likewise.
crazy. You know what
Right,
I
right.
mean? Marriage
I,
is,
I'm sorry, Envy. I'm sorry,
what's
Envy.
up?
I want to say this. I think that if she should be taken care of at home if she chose to be there, and then maybe the sister, like I would think the sister would maybe want to come there and do, it, but maybe she don't. Maybe because she don't. Every marriage is different.
I
Every
dig it,
dynamic
but
is different.
this he claimed to be a godly man. And God talk about once you find a wife, you separate from the world. So he supposed to be a protector, a provider, a man that's supposed to look out for her even when she down like she is now. She supposed to be at the crib with her husband. Yeah,
Now,
right. Go ahead.
I will say this, Classic Lights, it is a little different to me for her to take the daughter, but, I digress.
Man, that sounds like a broad is ready to leave.
I know that's what people say. When you
You
don't
got
have
a
money saved, it happens, it could cause a
right,
man.
you got a
What
whole wife
what
at
you
the
think, audio? What y'all think about it? Should he, with big child?
I mean, everybody else. I mean, if you have an issue, one thing is the closed mouth don't get fed. And if somebody needs help, and you have a lot of good friends or a lot of people, I don't see the harm in letting somebody know that something has happened and you may need help. But now you can't expect somebody to, come out of pocket and this, that, and it just don't work that way anymore around here.
right. Like I'm just giving my opinion of it all. Like I don't know what's going on in that man's life, but as far as what I see, from what I see, like yeah, that's. I know the sister over there, Envy. Hey, bitch, I been told you to get rid of that nigga. Hey, fuck that. He supposed to be driving you to work. This nigga on YouTube acting like he was the one injured. He having fun on YouTube. His wife at her sister house in pain, allegedly.
Mm,
Wow.
mm,
What
mm.
you well prayers for Miss Vic. What do you think about ZX cock blocking, like blocking people in the chat? That's some
He
weird
blocked
shit. Like,
everybody in the chat, like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, wow. And everybody was telling Vic, and Vic was like, I told Vic straight up, I said, bro, and I have a wrench. I said, bro, I'm gone because watching this blocking, it's weird to me. Yeah, I mean, and everybody, all his mods were like, ZX is blocking your whole chat, and you're asking them
I
to
know it was that. You could tell that is ZX doing it when he do it. Or
Mm,
how do
mm,
y'all know?
mm.
And you know what
Or you
Vic
just
said? He said, you know what Vic said about it? He goes, "Oh, my chat is brutal." Well, that's not that. We're telling you that you're doing a fundraiser, and you finally got 70 people in your room, and they're blocked.
Not
So,
finally got 70 people.
oh
Okay,
well,
now
oh,
I'm
there ain't no
chill.
sorry.
finally for me.
Mm, mm, mm.
Oh man, damn, down in the clouds. Yeah, so Classic Lights, did you since Audio Pulp is up here, did you catch up on any of his situation? What I really I know that you're good on speaking on things. So we you know how Jay Dunn kind of gets dramatic, right?
Hey, I like how
And
you put that in.
yeah, well, she does. I mean, it is what
Nah,
it is.
nah, nigga. Like
Mm.
the fact you said, I like speaking on things, or you like it. Nah, I dig it, Jay Dunn. You talking about that horse penis she used?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
what?
Oh
Oh, who's
wow.
speaking this? Child, not
Mm.
Paulette was over there talking about, I want to see the machine. I said, Paulette,
Here,
No,
that's the
so
here's the
movie.
thing. Here's the
Audio
thing.
Paul put up. Go ahead, audio.
Nah, well, yeah, I put it up, but here's the you could go ahead after I say this. She gets on panels. I've heard her. She brags about these machines she got so proudly and so loud, and gives all the details, talking about she got insurance on it. And you don't expect people to fucking laugh and troll you about that online. Like that shit is crazy. Like you letting all this information out online on these panels, and you think nobody's gonna troll you about it? Like, are you
Audio
cool?
Paul. Yeah, I'm not hip to him, but yeah, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man. By the way, let me introduce myself. My name Classic, man. I'm a cool
What
dude. I talk a
what's
lot of
up?
shit though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
what's
does.
up with you?
Yeah, he cool. He does talk a lot of shit.
Andy, what sector you from? Or you just a
Hey,
sector
I'm just a
or
free thinker, man. I ain't from no sector. I travel everywhere if it's good.
He's a nomad. You know what I
oh
mean?
Bruh,
Lord,
There
don't
you
bruh,
tell me
go.
at
bruh,
all.
bruh sound like he from where I'm from. I ain't gonna lie.
California, I know. I bet to ask him that because he do sound like
Nah,
he
not
from.
me, East Coast.
Damn, you don't sound like you from the
He
East
sound like a
Coast, bruh.
Cali.
Yeah.
He sound like he
Oh
from
no,
Cali.
AP
But go ahead.
game though. I've been around a lot of Cali folks.
Oh,
Had a
my
lot of
goddamn, you can
conversation
see that.
with you. Maybe they rubbed off on the lights. I don't know. I know y'all Cali niggas, especially the southern part. They rhyme a lot when they talk.
And I'm from the Bay. I'm from Northern California.
Oh, that's the North, the Bay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
The,
Northern
the Bay.
California.
oh, okay.
Yep, San
Yeah,
That's
Francisco and all that.
that's
shout
what's
out to
up.
the
Yeah,
Cali. Yeah, that's cool. But
Hey,
what you
shout out
think,
right.
to y'all
Classic
Cali
Lights?
folks. Go ahead.
So what you think, Classic Lights? You think Jay was overreacting? Because I mean, people got mixed feelings about this shit. They're like, oh well, a girl, women should be protected. Even Bizarro was like, well, she's ours. We know what the fuck Jay done do. She's out. I mean, because Audio done with it at it with the mayor. Shout out to the black sector, my mayor. Went at it with Ken. Shit, went at it with what that guy, Caribbean somebody. Child, these people been
Yeah,
girl.
someone sent me some info on Caribbean Soul too after I got into it with him.
Hey, Jay
Oh,
Yeah.
Dunn, I
that,
think Jay Dunn don't know what to do right now because she got her armor up envy. Like she got a lot of people coming at her. So she just taking it how she taking it. This just my opinion. I don't know. But yeah, like I wouldn't say she's wrong in what she's doing. I wouldn't say she's right. But yeah, it seemed like she reaching and hoping for the best.
Yeah, I mean, I just we don't have to teach Jay Dunn what trolling is, though. She's saying that classic. She's saying that this man was going through pictures of her in the pool. Why? To find a why would he be looking for a sex machine?
And here's
He
another
posted it.
thing. Here's another thing.
Mm-mm.
That picture, what they try to do on YTC panel, when they're like, "Oh, let me look up what you search." Like, I looked up what I searched and I found what I found. It's a channel she already had up. Did this because they looked it up and couldn't find what I found? They were like, "Oh, he must have really went into a deep search for that." No, it's posted on YouTube. It's up there somewhere, and I guarantee you, she probably privated it and made it seem like it was gone now. This for that moment, so they could look it up. But it wasn't
That's
that
why
hard to
I asked.
find.
That's why I asked, what's the difference between a predator and a stalker? But this shit seemed just like more like trolling, and
Mm.
that
That's
now
trolling.
people are, yeah, now that you trolled her, kind of, I guess it takes a home medicine. And now people are trolling you. Like this shit is getting weirder and weirder by the moment. I mean, now they trolling Rodney. I think a Rodney troll was in row chat. Oh God, these people, oh y'all ain't got no life, but I love it. Well, MV, like I said, as a troll, former troll, or new troll, or whatever troll, what does it feel like? Cause I just want to get into it. I want to troll. I want
You
to be
want
a
to
troll
troll?
under the
No, you
bridge.
no the hell you don't.
Lord.
Dude, you don't you definitely you definitely don't want to troll, man. You get yourself into trouble, you know.
Right,
So what?
right.
She gonna get you. She gonna get
you
you.
see you see audio, all he did was post a damn picture, and here we are, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's my
Mm,
thing, because I mean, somebody went and tried to blame YTC. Was like,
Hey,
well, YTC
I feel
was
like
the
I'm missing
reason that.
something.
What?
What happened? I'm just aware of the dildo and the extra power button that it
No,
got for it.
not the extra power button.
I'm just
No,
saying.
he asked about, you know what he asked, the classic lights. This is funny, to be honest with you. He asked what's the horsepower of the
Hey, fact
machine.
though, nigga, she got a gasoline
Mm-mm.
can to make sure it give her the extra boost.
That was the troll though. I went into her chat and I said, it was just specifically like this. I said, I heard you have a horsepower sex machine. The streets are talking. And she put it up on her screen, read it out loud, and started engaging in a conversation with me within my troll. She fell for the troll. She didn't put it up. I would have just left. She fell for it. She put it up. Then she was like, oh yeah, how do you know? How do you know? So I'm like, oh well, they said it's the first of its kind. I just kept going on with the troll and she was falling for it. She's
Wow.
like, how do you know what an engine is? How do you know what horsepower is? That goes in a car engine. But meanwhile, there's actually sex toys with horsepower in them. So it was
Yeah,
kind of funny, yeah, how she
that's
was
wild.
like denying
is
it.
it
You feel
sex?
me?
Whoa.
Is it
Hey, real
sex?
talk.
God damn.
Hey, brother, I could tell you younger than me, man. I'm in my 40s, but at the same time, if that's the case, she like penis, but not real penis, and you got a fake ass penis that's a horse size with extra power booster to it to give you what you need. Your coochie is no
Wait a
more
minute.
good.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Your
minute.
coochie
Wait a minute.
gone.
Wait a minute, class. Like this is too fucking much. I gotta take this by inches. Ooh, not no pun intended.
Pause
Cause
on
I
that.
mean, God, yeah. Cause I mean, goddamn. This shit that went from trolling to a horsepower to maybe you're a lesbian to maybe you're not to everybody getting up and fighting. I mean, they throwing bottles, chairs, dildos, wheelchairs, walkers. They don't give a fuck. I mean,
Damn.
goddamn. This shit is
Well, damn.
crazy. I mean, audio was swinging on about 12 people. And I mean, now this is my thing. What the fuck happened with TMO? Because I mean, she came in and said, God damn it, I don't want to hear shit. What
I
is
I
don't
the
don't
think
know.
tea?
she
What
She just
was
don't.
happened?
She
on it.
just didn't like me. She just didn't like me
Right.
from the get go when I tried to go on her panel. And then when she kicked, when Jay Dunn was like, "Nah, get him off," without letting me say anything. So I just went in her chat and I said, "You have no spine. Like you have no type of mind of your own." And she got mad and she blocked me. I didn't say bitch, none of that. I just said you got no spine. Cause I just felt like she let her control the narrative, didn't let me go up in there. So that's all I said. I didn't troll her, man. I just kept it real, spoke my mind, and she got mad. So ever since I said that to her, she just every panel she go on and talk about me, she just be talking hella shit. Like, I
Oh,
didn't I didn't say nothing else to her. That's it. She just mad because I spoke my truth.
oh, Lord have mercy. I mean, goddamn, that shit went from Pizarro to TMO to Ken to this one to that one. Now the mayor, I got a bang for the mayor, but the mayor crazy. Child, listen. You done fought with about five sectors in one damn live. I mean, I had to react to that shit. I said the goddamn YTC panel that went boom. I mean, then YTC got up, I think, on Pizarro's or somebody, and she went
Envy,
to
why
going the fuck
my
off.
bad. Damn. Hey,
Oh
Envy, why the
shit.
old dude talking crazy about you?
Who? Oh,
You-
well,
you-
I got him.
God
I
damn,
got him.
man,
I
somebody
got
talking
him
about
going.
you?
Oh,
Oh,
I got
hell
him
no.
going nuts. He's
it's his new
losing it.
best friend. It's his new best
No,
friend.
I mean, I'm done. Like, I mean, when I troll somebody, I'm through. I'm good. Like, what are we doing? Relax. It's gonna be okay. Relax. I got him going nuts. He's over there
That's
trying to do
funny.
real content, putting on bulletproof vests, saying he's got a machine gun ready at any time. And I'm
What?
like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
He lost his
Who
mind.
does that?
What's up, Sparkles? Is that you again?
Yeah, I'm back. Come on,
All
I
right.
hit the right.
Okay.
Wait, but who they fighting, Lolo, or who he fighting with Classic Lights? Who the hell trying to come at Envy?
You talking
Um,
about who
Oh,
else with glitter
no, I'm
boots?
just saying. I heard ZX say some wild shit about Envy. That what made
Man,
that
go
that
take
right
your
there. Envy.
motherfucking
That
Geritol, bitch.
hey, that
Don't come
shit
for
piqued
my
my
motherfucking
curiosity, nigga.
Envy.
I'm like, damn, what Envy do to you? I didn't even know y'all knew each other.
yeah. It's
Yo, that's the I hate
oh,
liars. Because I
oh
can't listen to
no,
that
no.
fucking gremlin.
No, ZX has known me since he clout chased my situation when I flew a woman into Atlanta.
Wow.
Child.
So now
He's
he's
still
the
clout.
resident.
He's still clout chasing the MU saga, and that
Um,
was
Oh,
that was.
God.
It's been long enough.
ZX,
Like,
go take your
Yeah,
motherfucking
he
Geritol,
still
hey,
had,
bitch.
you.
Get your Jello ZX and go to fuck to sleep. We
and I
don't give
don't
a
know
fuck
why.
about you. Shit.
I don't
wait,
Go
know
wait,
ahead, Z.
why. I don't
Kimmy.
know why that's a. I don't know why that's a diss. That I flew a woman in here and she went home and everything was supposed to be cool. What's up, beautiful Kimmy? I appreciate you dropping down. Like I said, we got refreshments up there, but you've been dropping down lately. I appreciate you. But after
Kimmy.
you, there's no one to hold
Hold
you.
on, hold on, hold on, Envy. Kimmy, get your fine ass up here, girl. What the fuck? Something. Oh, that shit with Dory. Oh my god, and that goddamn 27 teeth fucking mule. I'm so sick of that goddamn horse. Tulsa, put her in the stable, took her out the stable, bitch. Did you feed the bitch enough hay? Cause I'm sick of her raggedy ass. Bitch, until you can get your fucking Mexican grill fixed, bitch. Don't come for me, Dory, with your raggedy motherfucking ass, bitch. Cause I will make you run the black stallion race, okay? You over there talking about pedos and shit, bitch. You ain't listening to a motherfucking thing, bitch. Cause you took Kiki Man, bitch. Okay, it ain't shit more to say. When Ness
Wait a
Kershaw,
second.
I forgot to talk about Dory and Ness. Remind
How
me.
we
God
get the
damn,
damn
that
Dory?
reminded me.
Whoa,
What
how
the
did
Ness Kershaw,
hell?
Dory, ass the fucker
I
ZX.
like Dory,
Uh,
man. Go ahead. But go
fuck
ahead.
Dory.
Jesus?
ZX went over there and Blue Dory spotted with mother about that dox and the whole goddamn beef sector. She lied right in mother face. Child, why did Raw B and motherfucking Kimmy come up there? Baby, then Kimmy was out. She said, I'ma drag your ass, bitch. And she drugged that horse back to the stable. You know, it's always a fucking Jenny Mule some goddamn where. Fucking needing an extra bale of hay. You raggedy ass bitch. You can't chew enough? Bitch, you want these nuts that you want, whore? Do you want these motherfucking nuts? Bitch, cause I ain't sick. I ain't finished with your ass till I'm done, bitch. Cause I think I'm in kin mode today.
I
Okay?
see.
Because every time I see her. Now, what we need to do is get street walking ass Tulsa the fuck up here while her husband told her, yeah, right, Jay Wilson? Dollar go fucking run that track and bring that fucking 20 stack of crack back, bitch. That's what's going on. Now, one minute y'all ain't friends, the next minute y'all are friends. I mean, goddamn. Then you got Dovey over there swinging the fuck on binary code. He came to fuck up. Baby, she came to fuck up.
God dang.
Y'all make these
Baby,
headphones louder than a bitch.
Go
Good
ahead,
God,
go
today.
ahead.
Hey
these
man,
niggas
homeboy
is
over here
going fucking
crazy.
wild. Audio whipping everybody ass. He said Ken ain't got no smoke. Pizza to him or nobody got no smoke. The mayor, the president, or the rats, the roaches, or the beef sector dogs. in this motherfucker. Let's get it on. Classic Lights is stringing the lights up. Lolo is bringing the wheelchairs for Krista's burial. God damn it, NB is providing
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
refreshment.
whoa,
Why I gotta
no,
push the
no,
wheelchairs
skirt.
around?
Hey, skirt, you said Krista who?
Oh shit.
Oh Lord, no.
Right?
You talking about bitch, skirt?
And here we go.
You talking about just?
Yes.
Oh, nah,
Oh,
count me out on that one. Snatch them lights down.
And not natural like that. No, I'm just fucking with Krista. I like
yeah,
Crystal,
I'm
but
glad
I like
audio
Lolo
took
and
a
Krista.
while.
I
That's
don't.
about these.
Y'all know I'm just fucking around with y'all. I love everybody. I like all y'all. I
Hey,
just
big
don't know about
sis.
Lolo.
Not on my
I
watch.
just shut up, Light. We love Krista. Krista just is. I never seen
Hey,
nobody with a
you
talent
go
like.
ahead.
If you'll stop blasting away in
No,
my
you
ear, I
got
swear.
your headphones on, don't you, Lola?
Yes, my God,
Oh, we
today.
know. Don't you worry about. I call bullshit. I just
All
had
I
to
heard
call
was
it
pow.
out just now. My God,
Do you,
Sparkles,
Nah, but
Sparkus?
you're a
You
little
know
off
that's
topic.
not just Kimmy. That's beautiful Kimmy.
That's
oh,
beautiful,
that's
Kimmy.
not.
That's
Oh,
different.
my
Yes.
She's
bad, Kimmy. But yeah, I love just Kimmy. Goddamn, see. No sparkles, bro. I'm beautiful, Kimmy. Well, goddamn it, y'all better start changing y'all fucking names. Hell,
Why? She got a bow
Catherine
behind
sounded like goddamn Hershey. Shit, I don't know the difference. Who else?
it.
beautiful. Kimmy
Voodoo
is
and
just
goddamn
forward. She can do
Rico
whatever she
sounded
wants.
like shit. I mean,
Oh my
goddamn.
God.
Now,
Mika.
did
Don't
y'all see?
like you don't want to look at that face every now and then. Sparkles, stop it. Anyway, so now you cussed out the whole sector. We
Basically, I was like, damn.
Oh,
I'm just,
good.
Audio sitting back like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Welcome to the beef sector audio. Shit, this what the fuck you get. It can go down in a minute because if strange walking street walker Tulsa bring her $5 and a crack pipe ass up here, we could be loving and sucking on each other, and the next minute we could be fucking banging. That's all. I'll snatch that bitch wig and tie it around her nutsack. That's all. Shit, just like dimples. I don't give a fuck. These hoes know they ain't got no time for me, bitch. Nobody. Just like
What?
Mule Face Dory. I will take all 57 of her goddamn extra 605 teeth out and shove them up her ass. Do you understand? I'm not the bitch to play with.
I'm
Period.
gonna let y'all
Now,
get your shit
anyway,
up.
back to
I locked
audio.
the door. You shut out the door. Fucks with Dory, but go ahead. I
Jesus.
mean, this is
Hey,
hey,
who was
let
that
me talk to
talking?
your thing. At least Sparkles.
Hey, my bad. I ain't mean to cut
They coming
nobody
for
off.
Ken. That's what y'all not gonna do. Ken birthday. It's our birthday week. It's the birthday week for the kings and the queens. Mine's on Monday. Ken's was Wednesday. So
Hey,
we
what's
gotta,
your name? Hey, what's your name?
Hey,
You talking about
Sparkles, hello.
Hey, Sparkle Man. Hey, you got a lot of gas.
Listen, I sucked it out of J Dunn horsepower machine. God damn it!
oh my
Throw that
God.
shot, Envy. Throw that shot, Envy.
My
Lolo,
bad.
take your
Oh,
damn
you're
ear.
flipping
Take your
tables,
earphones
brother.
out.
Well, damn. That
Oh
machine
man.
make
No,
its way around this sector like crazy.
no.
Well, I
What
mean,
the fuck, J Dunn? Can you please come up here and order? You might have to get put back there. What
you're
the
being
fuck do you
so
need with a horsepower machine? What that shit kill you? Is that safe, y'all? Do any of y'all think that's safe? A horsepower machine? Won't
I
that shit blow you to Asia or some fucking weird? What the fuck?
I
I remember. I remember she. I don't know if she was mad at me, but I said 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. She was. I was like,
Man,
but see, people were like, if Audio Pulp's going to ask about horsepower, that's not a weird question. And I saw the Reese down there said the same thing. Like, what's wrong with somebody asking a question about something? And the thing is like, I want to listen. I ain't never seen no sex nothing with no damn horsepower. I would ask the same question to be real with you. I mean, straight up.
yeah.
Oh, beautiful Kimmy. I don't think it's a strange question because I don't even know what that means. like
I
I
don't
don't know
want to know. I mean, shit. I just saw what a rose was. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Lolo, you're the freak of
Right?
the sector. You don't know. Come on.
I like
No, no,
personal.
no, no. Now you know damn well Chris is the
I
freak.
like
When you can suck a
personal.
pickle through a keyhole, you are the freak of the sector. When you can
Oh,
suck a pickle through a fucking keyhole, you are the freak of the sector. But we love you, Krista. You my baby. You got that sweet.
Mic on the whole
Krista need to be
time.
a phone sex operator. Cause I mean, she can make millions with that
Am I
shit.
clear, Lolo?
Man,
Some
that
old
shit
white
Yeah,
man
really don't
somewhere.
fucking
you
The
are.
mic
matter.
is
Yeah.
on. Damn it.
Hey,
Damn.
hey, Playboy, maybe I shouldn't be here for this conversation because
What's
Sparkle, hey, the
What's
lack
up?
of, yeah, you keep trying to send shots at Big Sis though on the low low.
Now
You
I
try
fuck
to
Crystal.
throw
I
it
just
off
that's
like
all I'm
friendly
I
fire.
fuck with Crystal like that. Crystal know that. Me, that's what me and
Man, I
Crystal do.
dig
That's
that. I
my
would
baby.
love for her to be here to defend herself.
They ain't coming her ass up here. She's scared of Lolo. Shit, what the fuck she coming up
She
here
no?
for?
ain't
She
Shit.
scared of me.
she's
Come
not
on
scared of
now.
Lolo, but this is a no-fly zone. I'm sorry. Let's
I can't
understand each
mind.
other.
I dig
Yeah,
it.
Now I love Krista.
Reese.
That's my baby.
Reese,
Y'all are
Krista, my
typically
baby.
man.
I hear I definitely hear your thing. But see, J Don seems to when she latches onto something, the thing with her is once she latches onto
Just you
something,
walking in
it's
this.
yeah, she's gonna dig her teeth into it and
Wait.
start thinking, you know.
Me, Envy. Put my baby Mika. Mika, get your ass up here. Cause some shit was happening. What the hell was happening over there? You was over there, Lolo. What the hell happened with Mika? And some shit happened. Oh, Envy, you was up there too. What happened with Mika and somebody? Did Mika drag the fuck out of somebody? QI or somebody?
No, uh,
I think I don't know. Look, y'all making me redo
yeah,
my
she went
episode.
off. Mika did go
What?
off. Yeah, Mika got her shit off.
What
I don't
happened? Because
remember.
Q Cause that unapologetically imitation motherfucking strap on keep trying my motherfucking sister. You raggedy bitch. I'm sick of your motherfucking ass. Maybe you need to go suck on J Dun horsepower machine, bitch. I don't like you,
God
QI.
damn.
You drunk ass bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Jesus. Wait, we don't brought QI into it. My
Damn.
God, today.
Yeah,
Everybody.
because she cursed her ass out and I love it every
You
fucking
gas
minute.
sparkles up. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm eating the rest of this edible right now because y'all is too much tonight. Uh,
But no, they ain't gonna do my baby Mika. We love Mika. We love Krista. We love Lolo. We love Lights. We love Audio. And we love, I mean, I love everybody in the sector. Even
Hey,
Pizarro.
hey, man, this dude full of cat.
Now, me and
Who?
Audio, shut up, Light. Me and Audio, you'll learn me as you see me. But me and Audio, I mean, not me and Audio, me and Pizarro, goddamn Audio, because you and Pizarro went at it. Me and Pizarro didn't come in on the best terms, because I tagged like 70 of y'all motherfuckers trying to find out when I came into the sector, what's the history? And I mean, Pizarro out of everybody was like, who you? I was like, what? Out of 70 people, you gonna ask me what the fuck
Oh,
I am?
boy.
Alright, girl. So then, we got to love each other, and I think somebody came up there for Pizarro and had to let their ass have it. Now, what was the problem with you, Audio, when Pizarro asked you, oh shit, what's his name? Ralph Bag. Oh, Jesus. What's the T or what's the science audio with you and Pizarro? Because I know you said that she was asking you some weird questions or some shit. But what the hell did she say? Because I mean, you just was on a roll.
I'd have to watch the clip. I don't even remember, bruh. I think she asked. No, seriously. I'm trying to think. I think she asked. She was just asking a lot of personal shit. I think, and then I think she questioned like my sexuality. This a whole bunch of weird stuff. Like she was just pressing me. And I
oh,
didn't, yeah, like I just wasn't looking for it, because I told them straight up, like, I'm not trying to argue with y'all. Like, you could ask me questions or whatever, but they started getting hella confrontational, started yelling and shit. And
yeah, that's the B sector.
yeah,
I'm
no, I
sorry,
get
baby.
it. I get it. But, yeah, that's just
But
how
let
it
you
went though.
finish. Yeah, let you finish what the hell you was saying. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I know what turned him up. He had to be backstaged when Jay Dunn wanted to come up on YTCs. And when you're backstage, you hear somebody talk about you for 10 minutes. It's
Yeah,
like,
that
what do
was
you do?
another
Type?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another thing. She was
Yeah, this
talking and
was my
crying.
thing because I mean, yeah, they did it to me. Somebody had did it to me, and I was like, damn, they left me back here for 20 fucking minutes, and I'm back there screaming my goddamn head off, and they wouldn't let me the fuck up. So that shit, I think that just gives you more horsepower. So we'll call this the
Yeah.
horsepower beat sector. Because these motherfuckers go, 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 go. And I mean, damn, but what the hell is Mika out there talking about shape shifting? What the hell is Mika talking about? Because Mika
She
is
just
one of the
talking
best.
about Dora. She talking about Dora Chop.
Wait a minute, they fighting too? God damn.
Oh, she cannot stand the
Come
Nah,
up
she
here, my baby Mika.
walks
Yeah,
on.
cause I need to know. Yeah. Oh yeah, cause she matter of fact, Mika hit me, gave me the heads up on that horse. I know she ain't get enough of Tulsa's hay up her ass, but we don't give a fuck. My thing is this with Tulsa. Tulsa, how you gonna be? Was y'all running a fucking play? Cause I mean, one minute y'all hated each other or whatever the fuck happened, and then the next minute y'all in love with each other. Y'all sucking hay from each other's, you know, child,
Yeah,
love
yeah.
handles or whatever.
Yeah.
Child,
Okay, yeah.
My God,
I can't.
Mika can't come up right now. Mika cannot come up.
Yeah, this
Wow,
is
what
about
she
the
say?
fourth time you asked her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
she
said
can't.
she.
Well,
Yeah, she can't right
But
now.
let me
Go back.
segue over to
but go
Lolo
ahead,
real
Envy.
quick. Yeah. Let me Lolo. So
Yo,
could you tell audio? See, you're OG. You've been here for since you were in high school in the B section or whatever.
I can't stand you.
Can you tell audio how
Oh shit.
how he's coming in based on what he's doing and maybe say yeah, hey, full steam ahead or anything, Lolo?
I
You know
would,
better than I do. Go
yeah,
ahead.
audio, because I've been in your position, and what I would, the advice I would give, and I know you ain't necessarily asking for advice because you a grown ass man.
Right.
Um,
That don't
so
mean nothing. We need
it,
advice still.
you do, but he didn't ask me for my advice. But I've been there. Okay, when you come in and you fighting with everybody, and you on different panels, and then it's a pile up, and I mean it's just a whole lot of bullshit. What I recommend is kind of stay in the cloud some, just see what people are saying, and then if you feel comfortable, drop down, because once you drop down, people gonna start asking this, asking that, asking that, asking that, and you write down there are no rules in
Trying to throw
trolling.
you off.
Yeah, trying to throw you off. Next thing you know, they got you mixed up, and and then you got people trying to do more than just docs.
I
They be all
see.
up in your personal life and shit, and all up calling
Facts
your mom,
though.
calling your dad, doing all that.
Rico.
Hey, baby.
Mic check, 2 1 2. This
Like,
Rico,
hey,
this
man,
Rico, the icon in the building. Let's go. Like, I'm making my rounds and shit, but I was listening and shit. And I'm gonna tell the new dude, what's up, I'm Rico. Like, the motherfuckers and shit that you putting in, you did yourself the right thing. Remove yourself from that crazy ass motherfucking situation, because these bitches is crazy. They will stalk your motherfucking ass, attach your name to they motherfucking raggedy asses, to their situation. So yeah, just be very, very, very mindful.
Yeah. Yeah, but hold on, Envy. Don't try to slide past that comment. Put that comment back up there. That Dog Play said that
Which
classic
one?
life is fruity pebbles. What?
if I
Dog
say
Play,
what
you
I
know
really
him?
want to say, Envy, you gonna ban me from your shit.
Oh.
What happened? Hold
I
on.
mean,
What
I
happened?
mean, it's like real
Oh,
talk.
okay.
I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but hey, whoever the new fella is, yeah, dude,
Oh, you
like
talking
taking
about
it,
Rico?
not just him, not
Oh,
just
oh,
him,
Put a
dude.
name on it.
okay.
Put a name
Not,
on it.
not just him, man, dude. Calm down, please. You're not that
Uh-oh.
important in life.
You're
But my
not that
thing is, I'm
motherfucking
talking.
important for
I
me.
dig it. I dig it. I dig it. You
Ready?
trying to?
Go.
I'm biting my tongue. Hey, Rico, man, please let's say we did when we didn't and leave it alone. Yeah, like, but to the new cat, man, be aware who's trying to give you advice. All advice ain't good advice to be
I
taken.
take advice.
I'm already knowing, bro. I'm already knowing.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. That's all I wanted to
Yeah,
say. I ain't trying to start
yeah,
no argument. I
yeah. You
want every
straight.
show to do what every show doing.
Yeah, you right, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
You are. You good.
Lady Sparkles, what? Yes, it's wait. Put that back up, Envy. Cause
He
I
said,
fight
yes, he
trolls.
is
I don't give a
fam.
fuck. Lady
Lord.
Sparkles, yes,
Salute
he is there.
Don. Salute Don.
Oh,
See, the thing is what I'm
classic
trying
life.
to
Do you
do.
see this?
Sparkles, you're going nuts. Hold on. What I'm trying
Salute
to do is
Don.
give, I'm a one and done type person. I don't come back to
No, I love
topics.
you, Envy. That's
I'm
my
trying to
envy, but
pull everything together, to holla at, audio or whatever, so that we know from here, my show's a series. We're talking about this, then we might move on to something else. I love my shorts and whatnot. So Rico, you know your way around these parts. You're like a Lolo, you know
Seasoned.
what I'm saying?
He's seasoned. My
How
baby
Um,
much
is
have you
seasoned.
seen about the audio pulp situation, and what would be your recommendations?
I'm just seeing what I seen yesterday, whatever. They was just bringing his name up, all the hype, telling him subscribe. I know I told them to
I
subscribe,
got
you
you,
know,
Riggs. Make
but
sure you see.
you know, basically they just trying to use him, if you ask me, and trying to get him to do some of their dirty work. But he has a mind of his
Riggs.
own, and I can
Yeah,
tell,
what's up
you
with it?
know, and he can
All
see through
right.
this fuck shit.
Hey, Riggs.
But like, I'ma
What
just
it do? What
say,
it do? I agree
yeah.
with that part, Rico. Hey, Rico, I agree with you on that.
And that's why, like, you know, I subscribed and, you know, followed him, whatever. I'm on like his bit. And then, like, listening to him, you know, he was on Lemon's panel, you know, whatever. I respect that. They didn't like that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, my only thing would be watch how people move.
Don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
Don't trust none. Don't even trust me, I say. Don't trust
Right.
none.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't
I
trust you,
already
Rico.
move like
You
that,
Oh, you
Rico.
can
man.
trust.
But
Oh,
I
you can trust me,
appreciate
and I
that.
can pick my head up. You know, listening to me, I'm gonna give the right advice because I don't like none of these
My Rico.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
These
right
bitches done cost
device.
me.
Right.
It ain't no going back. It ain't no apology. None of that cost me once. That's it. Ain't no going no second point because they have intentions from the jump, and they would try to fuck up what you got going on. But they can fuck their ass out. These bitches don't got no motherfucking teeth in they motherfucking mouth. First off, let's talk about that.
That's
All
right.
that shit and talking about they profit. I want to listen to them. Okay.
Mm.
They
Mm.
Oh,
they should have took their motherfucking advice, you know, and shit, trying to give other motherfuckers advice like people's fucking retarded and shit. Oh, you need help, you need help, you need to come to me. No, the fuck.
Wait a minute. Wait, Rico, don't try to squeeze my shit, Envy. I gotta see that shit. Don play child, you is old. Yeah, y'all is old.
Sparkle.
Hey, Ricky's.
Don
What?
is cool. He fucking with you.
He said,
Hey, I
don't
can
trip
wow.
slip
like
through
I'm
real
gonna.
quick, real
Don't
quick.
don't fall for
Child,
that, dude. He a
this
troll.
is a shame.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
now
well,
he
And
a
shout out to
troll.
I've
everybody
known
on the
Don
panel.
play for like 6 years, brother. I know.
He's a
See,
troll for real. What?
he's the actual
Hey,
good
That
troll.
dude been talking shit about me and other panels too. That same dude in the chat trolling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Don.
Oh,
See,
I'll
Don
be
Play
right
will
back.
make you lose your mind. All right,
he's the
Lolo.
true definition
Hey,
of
I'm
a
finna
troll.
drop Envy. I just want to show face and shout out to the chat and
Oh,
everybody. You
what up,
feel me?
Ricky,
bro?
man, Ricky's. Hey, Ricky.
What's going on? What's going on?
Ricky. Yeah,
That's
But
what's
yeah,
Ricky.
up,
y'all be
So,
good,
Ricky,
Riggs.
when
man.
you
I'm
going
I'm,
live,
I'm in
Ricky?
the I'm in the chat. You feel me? Peeping what y'all got going.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
when you
what it
going
is,
live, Ricky?
Riggs.
What's that?
When you going live again?
Um, I'm pushing for
West
tomorrow with Hood Table. We finna get down.
Yeah, and then also,
Other table.
also this, everybody, West Coast Wednesdays. Riggs does it every 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, West Coast Wednesdays.
That's 8
Riggs
o'clock
is
on the
also
West Coast. You dig?
absolutely, and Riggs is up in the Bay
Yes,
as well,
sir.
and he be messing with the old school cars, and the reason why his last name is Slaps is he be putting them slaps in the trunks. Okay.
We stay
Yeah,
slapping, man.
and,
That's
and
what it
let
is.
him know, man. That slap shit belong to the Bay, bruh. That shit don't
Yeah,
need
off
no
top,
food.
man. Off
That
top.
shit that shit don't say food slap. That
Oh,
shit is strictly about music. Slapping in the
oh,
bass,
not
man.
audio
Oh
It
yeah,
coming.
yeah.
is.
Oh
When I
shit,
see
Nice.
people
yeah.
saying food slap, that shit kind of fucked me up, bro. I ain't gonna
I
bullshit
Yeah,
you. I
on
just
my
let them
mama,
live.
bruh. That shit, yeah.
you
I
said
just let them
let's
live, my
clear
nigga.
let's
I'm like,
clear it
all
up.
right, man. Fuck it.
Hey, yeah, hey, we can't misconstrue everything, So I'm a diverse panel, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you got to
we
use
got to
the
make
lingo
sure
right,
everything's
man. You got to
clear.
use it right.
That
Yeah,
Hey, yeah,
part.
so Envy, where you from, Envy? What sector you from again? I forgot.
you know what sector I'm from, really.
Hey, classic don't
Most
envy. I met
312B
you on some
sector.
bull.
You
Oh,
met me. Oh yeah, yeah.
what?
You and I were like fighting or some shit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
met you
God.
on some bullshit, envy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you and I were
Sparkle.
Oh,
fighting for like a couple weeks. It was crazy. I was
Oh,
like,
I'm
this
back to
Sparkle.
the
ain't
chat
here,
though, man.
man.
Salute to everybody
what's up,
though, for
baby?
sure.
Appreciate you,
All
Riggs.
right,
Oh,
Thank you
Ricky.
for
I see you.
popping up,
What's up,
bro.
baby?
I'm gonna say this Sparkle real quick. I'm gonna
Rico.
say this
Hey,
real quick.
audio pulp.
Don't
It's like guys' night out at Big Rigs, bro. You come chop it up. It's cool. It's a good talk over there. The
For
ladies watch
sure.
guys' night out over there. We talk about topics
Uh,
and stuff. He also does First Fridays out there in the Bay with the old school
too much
Jones.
of the bang.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
y'all been representing. But what you said, Rico, baby? What you was
Oh, I'm
telling
gonna
me?
say this, Sparkle. Yesterday you was inviting me to come up on that link. No, hell the fuck no, because that was some stupid shit.
Oh,
You know, see,
YPTs?
it
Child.
wasn't a good look for me. I don't want my name attached to goofiness. flouting us, you know.
What?
Yeah.
No, because they I didn't even know Nantucket Tulsa was coming up here, but I'm
I
glad
don't
y'all finally.
want to speak that name. No, that's for me to explain. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm glad y'all met though, because he came in the door swinging. I ain't give a fuck, because bitch, what you
I'm not
not going to do?
saying I
Somebody.
don't hear. That's between your, you know, I don't beef with
No,
nobody.
no, because she came in, because
It doesn't
she
matter.
came in
See,
to
that's
about
a
what
man.
Rico not going to do, bitch. What the fuck you
That's
not
a
going to do?
man with a
You not.
dick.
I know you're not going to do my motherfucking Rico, bitch. You better take your ass and
I
go
don't
trot back to
care.
that horse stable
I
with
don't care. I don't
motherfucking
express
Dory.
that person. Okay? They
I
can say
know you
whatever the
did
fuck they
shit.
want to say. They're not on my level. They cannot even sit next to me at the motherfucking table. Okay? I had to reevaluate some things, okay, this past couple of weeks. Okay. So it's gonna be a whole new back to we gonna sleep, back to motherfucking murder soon. Okay? Not giving two fuck no.
Because it's the icon, bitch. You better learn it.
But shout out to Envy. Like the Tory.
Shout out to Envy. Hey, you know what, Riggs, you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to I'm pulling everything together, looking at audio pulp, trying to, just give him the lay of the land a
Yes,
little bit because, if I decide to flex with somebody, it's pretty crazy. I'll go hey, I'm a real troll. So
Yeah, I'm a
yeah.
troll too. Troll God.
I make people go away, like, just, oh my god, I don't want to be on the internet anymore.
Oh,
Envy,
Trust
why
me.
you do that? Envy, why
First
you do
demon
that by
tomboyish.
envy?
I got a
shout
present
out to
for demon
auntie.
tomboyish.
My auntie
Huh?
Diva. Shout out to my auntie Diva. Fuck
Oh
you.
no, she's like a sibling. I just have a present for her next time she drops in the chat.
Uh-huh.
She comes in my chat, she's like, I'm just trying to throw envy off. You know what I'm saying? Typing all that crazy
Yeah.
shit. You know what I
She
mean?
over there debating on Bizarro, and then she said she was
Fuck
something about
Bavaria.
Sheffy.
Fuck Chelsea. Retarded asshole.
Chevy need to keep her clothes on. Y'all
All her
figured that
nasty
out?
bitch. Okay. And I'm gonna say this. Don't nobody send me nobody's pictures or whatever, what
Oh,
they
that was
giving. Don't do that.
terrible.
I had to block a bitch for doing it. They sent me selfies. Selfie when she had that sling on her arm or whatever. And like she was, I guess they caught her alive or whatever, and her dress got caught up. I seen that shit. Yo, I almost threw up.
No, did you see? You saw the notorious picture though, right? When she had her camera on when she was
Yeah,
taking a shower and got out the damn
yeah.
shower. Come on,
That
bro.
That's
I
disgusting.
blocked that
Unlive.
Sheffy,
person.
don't hurt our eyes no more with that shit, honey.
Okay, I don't
You
want to
Dr.
see
woke up the
nothing.
Sophie.
dead. God damn it.
Nobody's news,
They
especially
told
from that
me.
sector. None. Nobody. Respectfully.
Wait, what sector Sheffy from? I thought Sheffy was beef sector.
Sheffy is beef sector.
Deputy is
Huh?
definitely beef sector.
So why is it
Yeah.
called beef sector? That's what I just want to know. When
Oh,
everybody ain't beefing.
well, there was a time when everybody was
That's what
beefing.
audio
What?
said, and I do understand what he said about that. But when I go
What
into
you say?
sector
What you say,
two,
audio?
he did. It's beef sector. That's what
Beef
audio
sector,
said.
bomb sector, section 8 sector,
They
mentally
was
ill
running one. They
sector,
did want to name it the
handicap
Section 8
sector,
stuff there first.
disabled sector.
I've said that before too. I'm like, man,
They was doing
we're not in the nice people sector. I mean, I'm not in
that.
the beef sector, but
Uh, I just been around and I was looking at them bitches as a social experiment. Like, wow, like this is really going on.
Oh,
Kind of like a laugh in a way, Like, look at these motherfucking people. Cause like y'all little bitches no teeth in their mouth. And they talking about they got business and shit, but yet they online 24 motherfucking 7 Monday through Friday, 365 days out of the year on their motherfucking birthdays, holidays, and shit. These bitches ain't got shit going on for them.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn, Rico, tell them how
My
you
show
really
was
feel. With
my
all
show
you,
was pro them.
Oh,
hold on, Envy. What you referring to,
I've been
Rico?
saying how I
With no
feel. That's why.
teeth in
That's
them.
why they don't like
I
me.
know that's
That's
why I
why they
love
don't
you.
like me. And I don't give a
Well, which one
fuck.
ain't got
Thank
no
you.
teeth in their mouth, child? Because Dory
I
can give
don't
them
care if
about
bitches ain't
12
no teeth in
sticks.
their mouth.
Yeah,
Hey,
because Dory can give
so
them
But
did
that's
about
you
what
all
12
you
hear?
like.
sticks.
Let me ask you all this. Did y'all hear Dory's commentary on Ness and Sparkles?
Mm,
Chill out because you're gonna be biased.
no.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Dory. All
No.
right, so I
Don't put
think
these in.
Dory stood on business. My God, man,
Big
I don't
business.
play. I don't play people's content or whatever, even though like shit, I could be cool with you and then you can flame up someday and go crazy. I don't play people's content, but my God. Hey, Dory, I see her in a different light now.
Well,
She was on that,
I
like,
think so.
why can't a brother come in here and, speak his mind and do his thing and troll? And y'all have the slave mentality because as soon as somebody tries to
Slave
come around to
mentality.
contribute, that somebody comes around and contribute, you want to break them down before you even give them a chance. And she was basically saying, like, you want to put
False
jackets on
report.
people. You want to put jackets on
Okay.
people, and how the hell is that possible? And he was she was standing on business.
Hi,
Uh-huh.
Beasley.
I
Okay.
Beasley.
All right, I call bullshit. Are you
Uncle Beasley.
Beasley, or are you what's his name?
Dante. Are you
Dante
Dante? Or
today.
you on the
I'm
blind
Don,
wave? You got 25 people in your head? Shit. What
I'm
the
Dante.
hell?
I'm Dante
Hi,
today.
Dante.
Oh,
You
I
so
got
Okay,
third
cute,
mic
cool.
on.
Dante. Can I
What's going
taste you,
on?
Dante?
Fu-
Dante, Dante.
Hey,
So why you
Mr.
change
Marco,
to
stop that
Dante?
Rika.
crazy shit, man.
I just Dante is just it's kind of hard being Beasley, man. If you guys you just it's too hard being Beasley. I can't be Beasley all the time. It's just too much too big a load to
This is
carry.
another guy you got to watch out for, AudioPulp. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Lord. Yeah, he black sector.
Don't bring up the
Ain't you,
dog.
Beasley?
Don't bring up the
You
dog.
know,
But Beasley be on
no,
point though.
the amazing thing is I consistently disagree with almost everything Envy says. Two people couldn't be more opposite.
Right. Okay.
Ever
Okay.
Hey,
since
Cool. I
Dr. Sophie.
appreciate that. Yep.
Ever since Dory said she was a lawyer and stood on it and stood on business, she swore on it. She still will
Well,
say
if
she's a
that's the
It,
lawyer.
case,
it
why
is
they
true.
coming to assignment? Shit, Simon said he a lawyer, and they questioning the shit, because Ro was over there talking about,
Simon
yeah,
is
because
not
Jay
a
Gutman
lawyer. He
said
sits
he
on
was
the
a
floor.
goddamn lawyer. So what the fuck
He's
going
on the
on?
Yo,
Y'all
floor.
ain't gonna
anybody
have no
can
I
be
don't.
goddamn
So
anything
and then
but the
collective
again,
drama.
outrage in this bitch.
okay. And
Oh
then
my
there was
God.
another time they were talking about sororities and fraternities, and
They're not in none of this shit.
she decided she was going to become a Zeta. She even made up a Zeta chant that nobody had ever heard of.
No
Go Zeta
deal.
girl, and did the little song and
Y'all are
everything. And I'm like,
tripping.
oh, I like she's crazy. And once you check into the crazy box,
Oh,
I
let
don't
me
really
take her
listen to.
name down. I'm tripping. I like Dory. Man,
Well, you
I
damn.
can
like
like her,
Dory
but
too.
these are factual things where
You gotta.
these are
Okay,
factual
so
things where I just
let me ask y'all this. Okay, so the other person
oh
obviously,
my camera's on. How come you didn't tell me my
you
camera was
feel
on?
Ness
You
stood
want
on
Nick to
business. Lolo, how about
Um,
you? You feel like Ness stood on business about audio?
I don't know what Ness said about audio.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
mean,
watch them.
how do you feel about it, Rico?
Why not talking? Shit,
I said I
what's the
didn't watch
tea?
it. Whatever she said, whatever, and she still got me blocked or whatever, whatever, but it's cool. I'ma just say whatever she said was some bullshit just to get the people to come in.
So let me ask you this. So basically, Rico, it sounds like it's content because one thing audio I'm
Yeah,
sure he
it's all
understands
content.
because he was
Uh-huh.
he dealt with he roasts Hassan Campbell and whatnot. I took a look at it. I'm sure audio understands that. Like once the storyline runs out, then
Yeah.
you get to see if you could stay. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds like
Mm-hmm.
he's got some things left in the chamber, but you feel like let me ask you
Uh-huh.
this, Rico. How many people do you think that they're gonna be like, oh, okay, who's audio part once this storyline goes away? What do you think, Rico? Because you think it's content on
um,
Ness's end. Okay, go ahead.
it's content for all of them, because the whole they well, I don't even like saying that person's name or whatever. Um, mm, it's all I'm just saying it's all a clout chase. It's all just to talk about because they ain't got nothing to talk about. They're gonna continue talking about it too. Mhm.
Oh,
Do you
well,
think it's
hold on, Rick. I'll
bonding
play
because they're
the.
both having a problem with you think it's bonding because they both have a problem with Jay Dunn?
But look at it like this: they may have a problem with Jay Dunn, but they're still gonna be cool with the bitch. Like she done the most horrendous things, posted people nudes and shit. She didn't even dox people who she's sitting next to, put things out, but yet they call her right on back on up like, hey girl, hey, it's cool, da, da, da.
Yeah, that's the confusing part of me. And Dory can't say a motherfucking thing, bitch, because you tried to put a jacket on me, bitch. My jacket don't fit you, unmutilated fucking horse. Okay, bitch? Because ain't nothing but a fucking kid that I like. Tell him go get their daddies, motherfucker. With your ragged ass. Maybe I'll tell him to take Rolex, bitch. With your fucking fuck ass. Girl, anyway. But anyway, I love you, Dory. Not. But yeah, child, these people be crazy. I just think like Rico said, and people it's content. But audio, what do you think? Cause I didn't even know Ness came swinging at you. God damn, everybody just swinging. Fuck it.
No, she's backing him. That's why I asked.
Cause she want to use them.
Mm-mm. I think because she's mad at Jay Dunn right now, and then I don't know.
You
That
gotta
shit
read them
just
between the lines. You know, she's cool with it. People with no teeth in their mouth that allegedly has like a motherfucking small waist or whatever. No, missing a whole row. You know, she didn't cost her. Oh, we're not cool no more. We got bring them right back up there because once they start losing, entrance and whatever talking about, they bring her
That's
right
me.
back up because
oh,
okay.
I'll
Okay,
get
because
there.
they bring her right back up because she comes with that crazy ass content. I don't know if they believe her or not, but I wouldn't be sitting next to no bitch, no teeth in her mouth, for me and shit, bringing her back and forth, doing shit to me, that's unthinkable. That's fighting at the end of the day. You can't bring nobody back up there to me. I don't give a fuck what it is. All these things that's going on in this world, and they just talk about certain things. You gotta start to just look at the pattern. These people are so predictable.
Yeah,
Who's doing damn
yeah,
exercises? I hear the one three
yeah.
one
I like
two.
wrestling.
Somebody doing
Um,
the tapes. The what was that
no,
dude's
no,
That's
no,
name?
no. I'm
Dante.
sorry. I got some
Dante and
football.
his fighting
Diesel,
Oh,
stance.
no,
No, I
Diesel,
got,
you
I
got
got,
Dante
some
and his
I
weird
got,
fighting
shit going on.
stance.
I got some football shit going on. That's Deion Sanders. So sorry.
Oh, okay. Should do
I've
her a
been
shout
what?
out to the fifth round. Damn.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
dropped. You know what? And they look so happy though, man. All their families
yeah, I
together.
know.
They're chilling in
Uh,
the backyard,
Speaking
she's
now, but I
and
believe if
wait,
okay,
Mecca
hold.
says she's
I
backing
I
him for
that
I
You
part.
all
I,
gotta,
I I
you
just
all
want to
gotta
know the
get it.
Y'all
reasoning.
is all over the place.
I know what you all got to get it together, man.
Well,
Just
there's a story. There's a
stop it.
story.
We don't
There's a
care.
there's a storyline that you're missing. Not with Deion Sanders. There's a whole storyline going on with the beef sector adjacent with Victor Mon. Victor Mon's wife
We
had
Ah,
a car
already
at the.
talked about it. We talked
Oh,
Yeah,
about it.
we
yeah.
already know.
oh, did you talk
We
about?
know.
Did you talk about what a begging bum that he is, and how he's
We
oh,
talked about
Oh,
it
because
all. That
these
his
people are
wife is at
bomb.
his sister or her sister's house and took the daughter there, and it's just him and a dog. And yeah, we already talked about it. Yes.
okay? All
You
right,
And
all
he
all
can
said
right.
he
talk about
needs $1,000 but unfortunately ZX is blocking his whole chat. So I left. I mean,
Z,
Vic
ZX,
threw
and-
me.
ZX, ZX and him are enemies right now, and
yeah,
ZX
I'm
is
gonna
why?
block
probably
you.
so ZX is probably trying to block his support.
I mean,
Why?
Vic was
That's
no.
my thing. Why?
I never seen so many people blocked in one show.
I,
Like it's
I
like
well,
block,
I,
block,
I'm
block,
I'm in,
block.
I'm interested in blocking uh, Vic support, and I'm going to be dragging the fuck out of him later for being the bum that
I
he
don't want
is.
this support.
For being the base. He really depends on other people to support him because his car is damaged, or he said it's total, but he hasn't shown the car. There's looking to be some holes in his story. Looking
It's
to be some
always
holes.
told this story. He talks like a crackhead, like a fiend, trying to hustle up some change. I got a lot of these.
Well, he's outwardly begging. He's only asking for 1,000. Why only 1,000 if the car's total?
But if he got that many subscribers, they should be able to send $1 and a car stolen. That's not a problem. That's what you got insurance
Not
for.
But if
stolen.
ZX is
Not
blocking
stolen.
every goddamn body, how they gonna send money? What kind of shit going
They
on
could
here?
they
He
could send
blocked
money.
I'm
They just
freaking.
can't.
everybody.
They just can't chat. And it's a pretty strategic move by
I'll
ZX.
be back
But
in
but
just a second, Lolo.
but he can but he can unblock them.
Babysit,
But it looks like
babysit.
there's holes in the
I'm gonna
story.
reel I'm gonna reel the content back in. These three down here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it just
I'll be
shows what
right
it
back.
took.
1 second.
Vic's 40 something years
All
old.
right, Envy.
The last time so much how he doesn't understand about insurance. The last time his car got hit, he called the insurance company when he has liability insurance and thought they were going to cover it. They don't cover shit with that $30 a month shit. You need
But a
full
40-year-old,
coverage.
40
I'm
plus
sorry.
year old, I said a 40 plus year old, you would think they would know that. But yet I'm only 30 and I knew that.
Now, and he shed some tears, man, and I love them YouTube tears, man. And
Oh,
the
that's all
fucked
that
up part,
hustle.
he's
It's a
crying for the
shame, though.
car. He's crying for the car more than he is his wife.
That's
And
like this.
if she
That's like
were hurt, if she were hurt, they would not release her that quick. They would hold her for a little while. If there were suspected neurological damage or stranger things, she's not hurt, and the car might not be totaled. He might have an insurance deductible. The other people have insurance, but he doesn't seem concerned about his wife at all. He's concerned about the car.
you don't care. I wish you guys spoke another language, then I can really just go there. But like, no, he does not. Well, does not care.
No, he's showing how much he doesn't care about her.
Just look at the
What up,
picture.
Shano? Shout out Mo3 sector. Let's go.
And they
Look at the
and they
picture.
and they've just been supporting him long enough. It's time for him to grow the fuck up. And not to
Damn.
mention, someone would say, and this is Beasley talking about why would I be so mean spirited? Vic is the one that killed me, okay, and said that I was dead. That I don't mind. That's all in the game.
Wait,
And
what?
I've done that to people. That doesn't bother me at all. But what he did do that's distasteful, that would bother any one of you, he put up my father who did die with a similar name. We just have a different middle initial. We have the same name with different middle initials, so I'm not a
See,
junior.
audio pop. That's why we're wondering about the outrage of a damn sex machine. You hear this shit,
Who
dog?
wants to? Who cares about that nasty shit? Jay Dunn is a nasty, despicable
And I
person.
finished what I was
Talking about a
saying.
sex
We're
machine.
getting to a sensitive
Go
area.
ahead,
Oh, it's not a
Beasley.
sex. Talking
I'm
about a
giving you
sex
guys.
machine.
I'm giving you guys a rationale for the shit that I'm
Nasty.
about to do to this motherfucker.
Because
Okay, so he put up the Neptune Society because he wanted to get thrown in the water. You know what that is? After they cook you and then they give you the ashes and then they throw you off in the water. Well, that's what he wanted, the Neptune Society. So we did that, but they put a advertisement up saying that so and so. They put an obituary up. So his obituary, he put it on his thumbnail
I'll just let the ancestors take care of people like
and
that.
got her. Well, I have
So
let
that's
the ancestors, and now the
the
ancestors have
question,
acted.
boy. I boy, I say, and today's Saturday
Now,
too.
now the ancestors have acted and caused him a calamity where he's having tears and problem, and he needs
Uh-uh.
assistance.
Those
And
tears.
now the ancestors are saying, Beasley, activate, and I'm going to activate
Mm-mm.
when I get around to it.
It's
Is
not
it
that
Beasley or is it
important.
Dante? Is it
No,
Beasley
no,
or
no.
Dante? Because we don't know. You got about seven people in your head.
Dante would not. Dante is really above this bullshit. Dante's
Mm.
Dante's
I'm
Dante's drinking. Dante's Dante's posting art on his wall, and and
wow.
and
Oh,
and and taking and take
See, this is what we got
Dante's
icons
posting
on.
art on his wall, and
Mhm.
Dante cut up a pineapple today as an infusing it with vodka.
See,
Yeah,
this is what we
wait,
got
wait, wait.
icon is doing too. So you gotta
Dante's on
switch
some
up.
other shit, man.
You gotta talk professional like this, okay? Rico the icon is on some other shit, okay?
Yeah,
These
yeah,
bitches that we're talking about is not on my frequency. They is
right,
beneath me.
Huh?
They are some 3D,
yeah,
fourth dimensional ass motherfuckers at the end of the day.
right.
Okay? I'm moving
Dante
on.
doesn't
They
Dante
don't breathe
doesn't
the same
argue
energy.
doesn't Dante doesn't argue with women.
I don't argue with
Oh,
no bum bitch or no bum bitch. Beefing is for bums. Okay? At the end of the day.
Well,
the
Vic isn't a
audio.
bum.
I got a
Vic
question, audio. Hold on, Beasley. I got a question, audio. How do you feel now that you learned in the sector? I mean, you have some black sector people coming over, Mo3, and you see it's a lot of storylines. They don't give a fuck. I
No,
mean,
I
you
know.
know.
I figured this was a good panel for him because a lot of y'all are over here. You got Mo3, you got Black, you got you got everybody in here today.
I'm
I
universal
usually do.
sector. Shout out to the
And
battle rap.
typically we're a little bit more I don't know how to say it, but what's up, Riggs?
Hey, bro, you got a dangerous ass panel, bro. You got Dante up here, you got Rico up here, y'all wilding up here, bro.
We speaking truth. You know, once we speak the truth, be crazy. And what they caught today, they caught me on a day
Yeah,
today.
Riggs, it's dangerous. I've never had a panel
But
like
Rico
this. Usually
be
it's us
killing
up
me
here
though,
going
dog. Rico
raw,
killed
raw,
me though.
raw.
I ain't mad at Rico, but and then
Sparkles
Dante,
usually
he
does
gonna
a
be this
drive by.
motherfucker.
Sparkles is
Rico
killing me today.
Tariq. Dante,
Sparkles, you
talk
don't want to get hit
audio.
by a panel because we're usually
It
too
look it looks
masculine.
like it looks like Vic is it looks like Vic is failing.
Oh
They
Lord.
all fell on that life. Look at them. Look at the
Hey, so what's
background.
up, Dante? You still
I
on that
mean,
positive hype, bro? What's going on, man?
Envy, I know what
that
you
ain't
went to
what
look
My
at.
is yeah.
What'd you
Well,
say,
no,
Lolo?
I know what you went to look at. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure out how the hell this is even going on
I
because it
know.
is
Wow.
weird.
Yeah, it's different. It-
It's
Yeah,
it's
very different.
weird.
It's a whole new year, so it's very, very different. Okay,
Mm,
2025 is halfway over. I'm already in
Lolo, we're gonna
2026.
have a conversation.
And
I think
Lolo over here
so.
chilling on the panel too right now.
Look,
Shit,
and only
I'm just
Man,
shot at
Really?
all of
I'm trying to figure
London.
out this fundraiser. This fundraiser is a trip.
Fundraiser for who? For that.
I'm
Oh,
I
like,
call it.
what?
oh, the
That
I'm gonna put
is
it down
fundraiser
in
is
the
Don't
link.
for
start,
the last
please, because
time
you know it's with involving the
hey
belief.
Rico,
I
his
need
Nick.
wife said she's
Rico
still in the
believe.
the
panel.
Hello.
He can
last
speak.
the
Sparkles,
last
take a
time he showed
break,
his
please.
the
Sparkles,
last time he
bring it
showed his
back.
And
pic-
Beasley will
Bring
be
it back.
next to take a break. But go ahead.
no, the last time Vic showed the
Yeah.
picture
Damn.
of his car totaled out, and he didn't ask for shit, and he didn't cry. He put the accident on it, the everything. Some trolls are saying that they're checking and seeing that he's behind on property taxes, and I'm thinking, how do they behind on property taxes? Because
My God.
when I owned a condo for 20 something years, and I just put the property taxes on with the payment. You know, they amortize it just so that you don't have to worry about the payment. They paid the property taxes. You just paid them whatever extra a
Well, they
month.
can file bankruptcy. Easy.
Hey, they said bro been up there for like 5 hours trying to hit 1K, bro, and you know what I'm saying? He like 850 away, my nigga.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get a
Yeah,
quarter out of me.
yeah. 5 hours up there. That says a lot too.
No, he was trying to get us to feel bad. He was like, yeah, but don't
Well, I
forget
don't.
tax title and fees. That's $400. So I think
So what is he trying to do?
People,
Interest? What is he
people
doing?
with vehicles
Interest?
will know that. People with vehicles and things will know that, whatever they got that, but like you gotta look at it like this too. His age, predicament, and just coming to the internet. Anybody can come to the internet and be like, oh my God, I got this.
Some of us, some of us have something called pride, and
Uh-uh. Or
been through
Hey,
shit,
shit, shout out to my supporters. They got me a mic and a camera on
and
GP.
worked it.
you're right. They did. They
shout
did.
out to the IG supporters.
On
You hooked it
GP, like
right up
shit.
too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh,
But
double shout out to my supporters, even
check
though
this out too.
they're not as frequent, but lives aren't as frequent. Last year I got $1,000 for my birthday.
Hey, that's
Oh,
what's up.
That's nice.
but y'all
Yeah.
check this out.
That's nice.
Lolo.
And when I
That's
Y'all
and
ain't
when
nice.
I
doing
and when
nothing,
I
right?
and when I came back and started doing shows, they gave me $4,000 within months. But now I just think money's tight overall.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, by Monday, I hope I get that support. Most of these people don't drop down.
I don't believe Lemon's getting the money that he says he
But
is.
he's not getting no money at all. He's sitting up lying and capping because he got some people that's listening that did motherfuckers who don't really have common sense or can really think for themselves. Ain't nobody getting that much amount of money because you
No,
networking.
the cash app money is really dry. But people overall, the economy is the food's so fucking expensive, man. Really, it's food prices.
Hey,
It's really
food is
not
hella
that
expensive,
expensive
bro. These
too.
grocery store prices is a motherfucker.
It's
It doubles damn near
expensive.
everything.
Everybody tripping on eggs, nigga. I'm tripping on everything, nigga.
Oh shit. Eggs.
True.
I'm
But
tripping
I
on
don't, I don't
ground
give a
beef
fuck about
and
no eggs.
you
You
know
feel
what
me?
they
I barely eat
Okay,
eggs,
the
nigga.
only thing that I'm
yeah.
tripping on is people
you
that's
know
being. I got beef with being broke. Okay, see if they
right.
wasn't doing what they
Mm,
was doing, they would probably have the funds and some type of hustle about themselves. You get multiple streams of income
This
no matter
was
what you're doing.
this was a viable fucking hustle for a while, and I neglected it for years.
Uh-uh.
This was a yeah. You had people that are
They know how to
supporting
really
you, and
do
you're
it.
entertaining them. They
all right, Envy baby, I gotta go.
the Black
All
Sector
right,
2.0,
Lolo.
the
Good
Yeah,
luck.
I'll
ex-con,
reach
the
out,
ex,
Lolo.
All
Yeah,
right,
the
yeah.
baby.
the
I'll
I'm
hit
gonna
you on the
ex-con
clear it
back
up.
end.
supporters.
I'm gonna clear it. Audio come up. I'm gonna ask him some crazy questions,
Yeah.
or not
All
crazy
right,
Hey,
baby.
be
questions, but
good,
real
Lolo. Good
questions to
seeing you,
try to.
Lolo.
You too,
Yeah, Lolo, I appreciate
sweetheart.
you. I gotta reach
Anytime.
out to you, Lolo. I got
Yeah, I
some. Yeah.
got you.
All
Got
right.
you.
Love
I
you,
got you.
Lolo.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Mhm.
I'm about to marinate some steaks, so
Oh, I'm
Shout
getting
out to
dressed.
Love
I'm
Bug.
talking to you guys,
Man,
but I got time tonight, but I like to
Man,
get
Beasley,
dressed. But I'm
use
getting ready
Allegro.
right
Go
now.
find Allegro to put on your marinade, man. Allegro
what?
is crazy. Just go find the Allegro. It's a marinade. It's crazy. It is, tastes just like a steakhouse.
I was just gonna
Saying
take
thank
some
you for
garlic,
Cash App and folks.
some garlic and
Please don't leave.
some garlic, some
Hey,
garlic, some.
the Reese 90% of the time when people say thank you for the Cash App, there ain't no Cash App come through.
Hey, thank you for the Cash
Look,
App,
watch
y'all, man. I
this.
appreciate that, man. I just
Thank you
got
for
a
the
Cash
cash
App
out,
in this
like
fucking
that.
chat.
Hey,
Let me get my other phone real quick.
especially when you're on other people's panels. Oh,
Shit.
I've been up here. I got a Cash App. I
Yeah.
hate that. Thank you
Appreciate
for the
that,
Cash
y'all.
App
Appreciate the Cash
bullshit.
App, man.
Listen, you
Okay,
don't have to scream it.
Shout
Just
out to your
I don't.
supporters, Envy. I just got a Cash App, nigga.
Hey man, hey, post the Cash App. Hey, everybody runs around the panel with their Cash App on their name like 2 times.
Yeah,
I,
I don't do
I,
that,
I would.
Here's my first account. Here's my
oh
second
my,
account, just in
thank
case.
you for the cash app. Oh
Lemonheads
my
getting
god,
money.
thank
Trust the
you.
Lemonheads love him. If he
I,
ever gets
Oh,
a solid
you
core
got another
following
one. Oh my god.
or get money,
Okay.
No,
yeah,
I
Oh
believe
my
that, Vibrant.
god,
For
thank
sure.
you so much.
vibrant,
I'm
true,
so pleased
true,
with
true,
you.
true.
Okay, but we're
Yeah.
getting back to the content now. Okay. Oh my god,
Yes.
thank you, God.
so so Shador Sanders, a fifth round draft pick.
Oh my God.
What, you don't want to talk about that no more?
We know that the whole world knows Shador is a fifth round draft pick,
No,
and everybody's
but I
trying
was
to
going to
make it
ask a
race.
question. I was going to ask a question. Dante wanted to ask a question.
Oh my God! All
Oh, go
right.
ahead,
No, if it's
sparkle.
Dante, that makes it better.
Try to have some.
Yeah.
Could you have a little more patience with Dante? Because
What's up, Love
Be
Joy?
Dante's going to be more patient with
Hey,
you.
love, joy, peace, and blessings, delicious. How you doing on this beautiful Saturday, honey?
What it
Um,
do, Love Joy? Good to see you.
what kind of money do you think he gets when he signs for? He doesn't get no millions.
No, he's gonna get probably 1 to 2.
Oh.
Like
In the fifth round.
here. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
That's second
Yeah,
round money.
you know
Lighters
what?
up, y'all. Let's get
No,
this
it's
shit blown.
not. Now what you call it? In Colorado offered him 4.5 million to play another year. So
He ain't
let's.
gonna get that much. He should have stayed.
I know that. I get it. I know, but he didn't want to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? It was an ego thing. I'm
Man, I'd
telling
have
you,
been embarrassed.
Colorado offered him 4.5 million, but I just don't like that people are trying to make it a race thing because Cam Ward went #1. I'm pretty sure he's black. Last time I
Uh-huh.
checked.
God damn, Travis.
That's what.
Hold on. Damn, Travis Hunter's ugly as fuck. That's why he don't want to lose that girl because she ain't that fine.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
that girl said that he wasn't her preference. So,
No, he's
and,
nobody's
and
perfect.
he
Look at
said,
him, man.
"Well,
Ain't no ugly.
look how simp he is. This woman had Travis Hunter drive her to a
Yeah.
party in college, and sit out in the car while she went into the party." Left
Fucking
and then
suck.
the dude that was rubbing on her and shit posted on Instagram, and Travis Hunter let it
oh.
fly.
See,
And
that
then
says a lot about him.
yeah, and then when Travis Hunter got his Heisman, she wouldn't even stand up. Deion Sanders had to tell her to stand up and clap for him. But I don't want to
Oh,
get
she's
off
slow.
into football content. These people don't want to hear that shit.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
she's
go
slow.
back and forth with RJ Young and Matt Be Great, on my football little side channel. So
Well, shout out to your team. Your team, you definitely said that was your team, and they
I would
definitely won the
always
national championship, and they did it the hard way. They did it through that playoffs, which is probably the most thorough way of the
oh
best
yeah,
of the best team winning.
you can't go through
Go Envy
Texas.
team. Go
I
Envy
mean,
team.
Texas, Oregon. I mean, the last
No,
run we did.
you gotta like the new system.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we had to
You gotta
go
like.
through. We really won it. I mean, the 4 teams we had to beat was just crazy, back to back to back to back, and we didn't get a bye the first round, but
And
okay,
you beat Michigan.
no, we didn't.
Oh, never mind.
No,
Oh, I take that
That
back. Then you guys
that's
suck.
that that's the school up
Yeah.
north. Well, we got
Uh,
a national championship, but I felt bad for
Hold
Jack
on,
Sawyer and our.
Michigan beat Ohio State last year.
Yes, they
Oh,
beat
that
us
was the
for
only
four.
blemish.
They
Oh,
beat us 4 years in a row, which
you know,
has never happened in history.
Dante was just fucking with you, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Got
Riggs, we doing was you high talking? Riggs.
But I can't laugh. I'm a SC fan, and we got slapped around last year. We got to
Hey,
toughen up.
do y'all have similar birthdays, you and NY Riggs?
Hey, I know she a Gemini. I'm next month. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end. So yeah, Gemini. I mean Gemini. Yeah, for sure. And why we could for sure get a
Shout out to the air sign.
stream. So you're
Oh
gonna have to
yeah.
definitely be in attendance. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't hit links, but you have to be heavy in the chat.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to the Mother
We'll have a
Earth,
whole
the Earth
party.
sign.
I'll cam up,
Yeah.
put some crazy lights in here, make drinks. Yeah, I'll turn up for y'all.
Oh,
I'll
Let's
get
do
some
it.
late.
you
Oh
I'll
don't
get
yeah,
like
some.
us
we
I'll
finna
get
admit?
do
some.
that. You know what I'm
You don't
saying?
like us,
Next month, man.
Torian?
Shout out to
Oh,
all the
we're doing
Geminis. You
this.
understand me?
I'll get some ladies over here. You know, they'll be standing on the
I'll bring some
table.
ladies.
You know what I'm saying? I'll throw
Oh,
water on
All
them.
the
They'll have
ladies,
white
please,
t-shirts on.
please pull up. All the
All
ladies,
my
please
ladies
oh.
pull up.
in the bed, okay?
And none of
You
your
Yeah.
know.
men. Hey.
She's May 31st. Let's
Oh,
go.
yo, my grandmother's May
Coming up.
31st. No wonder I fucked with you in Y2.
Wow. Here's Rico's link.
Oh, thank you, Rhonda.
Yeah.
And the May
Okay.
31st, I'll be 29. Uh-oh, you're about to turn the
Oh,
corner.
I just turned
Oh,
30.
Uh-oh.
God. Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Y'all
Yeah,
women,
That's
baby.
why we get each other in Y.
right at that 30 mark, everything changes for you ladies. I know.
Oh,
Y'all
which
get a
one?
little bit more
Yeah,
irritated.
I'm getting that step closer to 50.
Why they call it
Oh,
dirty
Hey,
30?
Lord.
Oh,
No,
Rings,
the
you
this
ain't
what?
got no 50.
the women that plan their lives like that, try to put a career first. That's what they do these days.
that's what you're
But
supposed to do.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. You put a
uh-huh.
career first. They start. This is the time that they start thinking after they done slutted themselves out enough. They want to.
Oh,
This is the
Oh,
time.
it was
Yeah,
at 25.
after they
25.
done fucked about 45 motherfuckers. And by the
Oh,
time they're
oh,
30,
oh,
your
oh.
boy.
average, your
Doctor,
average,
yeah, nice tonight.
And
your
next
average
time you
fine,
motherfuckers put
your
my video
average,
in
your
yellow,
average
I'm
fine bitch.
charging. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Your average fine bitch by the time she's 30 is fucked and sucked 30 to 40 motherfuckers.
Oh,
now come on, Dante. Now,
I feel
Dante,
bad.
stop.
I feel bad for this
I
conversation for
Your
TC.
average fine bitch.
TC.
What's up,
Hey,
TC?
I don't
TC.
know how fine
Yes,
some of
this
the
is
bitches
me.
that you've had, and I
Hey,
don't know how
Yes.
many of them
TC.
you've had as friends,
Happy
but
New Moon, TC.
average fine bitch number is
Hey,
way the
hey.
fuck up there. But the point that I was gonna make was this. And they start thinking about marriage and kids at this point. And
Uh,
it may happen for them and it may not.
I'm
Some
gonna
of them
just
don't
say
think about,
don't.
and then they get into panic mode when they get into their late 30s because there's
Uh,
something about all women
mhm.
have a maternal instinct. Men, they'll be like, men end up being fathers.
What's
Not
up,
every man,
TC? What's up,
It's the
they
same
TC?
don't
way.
think about being fathers like
What's up,
women
Big
think
Rig?
about
What's
being
up,
mothers.
Rico?
Hey, TC. What is
Hey,
up?
boo boo. Hey,
King of
boo. What's up,
Louis
Big
in the
Rig?
building.
TC,
What's up,
Hey,
King
TC.
Alex?
Beasley.
Yeah,
Hey, Lady
this is
Sparkle.
How
different
you
type of
doing?
panel I'm used to
Girl?
having, TC. we
Uh-huh.
Hey, MB. And
When
to the
hey,
chat.
TC comes
hey.
up, she's
Wow.
lovely. Lovely. Oh my
Hold
Yeah, I'm
on.
goodness.
about to
Just
drop
trying to
down. I love y'all. Thank you,
That
Envy.
that
Thank you, everybody.
that
How
doesn't
y'all
make it
doing?
that doesn't
All
necessarily
right,
make a woman a
Sparkle.
Hey, be
whore.
good, Sparkle. Good, good
What
being
it
up
does,
here with you, Sparkle.
that
I'm
doesn't
MB, I just
not
got a
necessarily
one.
make a
question
woman a
for you.
whore.
All right,
What it does
Sparkle.
is it evens the playing
Oh,
field
but
where
Be,
Beasley,
women are
Lord,
approaching
keeping
sex,
it talking.
Peace.
In
approaching
reference
sex.
to, you said that, I wanted to know what you meant when you said that it was a turning point um, for women. I know she's going on 30 and it is a turning point, but what you meant by what in reference to it.
Let's go, TC. Let's go.
Exactly. I thought I was
Uh-oh.
about to do
Let's
that.
go.
A turning point. Just I see. I think their mindset once they hit 30, because I think women feel like 30 is 40 and 40 is 50. So, just like y'all are mature faster
Mm.
than us when you're in elementary school or whatnot, I think that y'all do the same in life mentally anyway. So I think that y'all are way ahead of us. So I think women's 30 is like 35 ish. So their mentality, I feel, changes because they can't blame it. Oh, what do women usually say? Oh, in my 20s, I did XYZ, right? Am I right or wrong?
You do hear that?
Yeah, I think everybody says in their 20s. We all kind
Right.
of reminisce.
You
Speak
Yeah.
can't
on
say
it,
that next
TC.
year. You can't say that next year.
Like when I turned
Actually,
30,
Well, I guess so. It would be the same for a guy who's 31 and can't
Yeah,
say that he's in his 20s anymore, right? Or 30,
yeah.
or
Because I just turned 30
Nah.
I
in
just wanted
January.
to know what you meant by, because you said, it was a turning point for women. What do you know, or what did you mean when you said that?
I'll just keep it to the fact that the
Yeah, because he
biological
ain't no woman, TC. He got him, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no
here we
woman.
go.
I'm saying it's vice versa. It's
Big
man
Rage is
or
gonna try
woman.
to get somebody irritated.
It's
You know
man
what I'm
or
saying?
woman, because at 25, depending on like how you was growing up, like depending, the household or whatever. But at 25, when I turned 25, I was already planning for when I'm 30, how my mindset should be. And this is exactly where I'm at, because I just turned 30 in January. Like I know like what I want to do, and have everything planned, but I don't set dates on it.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
TC,
Okay.
I think
That's fair.
I
And I
would
look
put
at
it.
huh?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I
Oh
said
no.
that was fair. That's a good explanation. I think that does happen to people, and I'm glad that you said that you didn't put dates to it, but you do have some
Yeah.
expectations,
And
and
Right.
yeah.
yeah, that's what I
But
meant.
I think women more than men have like milestone aspirations. So what I mean by that is, you got the biological clock scenario,
Mhm.
and then I believe that women have milestones that men don't typically think of. Like we don't necessarily think, we need to get married and have this and that ABC at 30, 32, 35. We don't really have those time,
Mhm.
those milestones like women do.
Okay.
Typically we
Okay.
don't. Don't you
Okay.
feel like women, kind of have those, okay, now you're 30, you should be doing
Mhm.
XYZ, you're 35,
Yeah,
you're 40. Like it's more of a shock
I
for
do
you
have that.
all because we
Mhm.
can reproduce when we're 60. So we
I say
don't
women.
really
Mhm.
and it's different
So
for us because when we're younger, typically when we're younger, we want an older woman, and when we're older, we want a younger woman just because of
Mhm.
the mentality. But go ahead.
so I agree with you that I think that there are certain women that do have these milestones. I think that these milestones are tad bit antiquated, and I think that depending on what part of the country, there are these people called progressives who think a little differently about a lot of different things. And look at life a little bit differently. We evaluate how our parents and grandparents lived, and then we say, okay, listen, we're going to take some of that, and then some of it is going to have to go to the wayside.
A
So
pilot.
I don't recall though. um Especially the Y. Let me get to the Y generation. I think the Y generation really had a nice work life balance outlook.
Yeah.
I think that they came into this world with like, look, I'm not going to work 40, 50 years on the job and then croak after I retire. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna have some work. I'm gonna have some I'm gonna have like some good work life kind of thing going on, and it has to be a particular balance there. And that's kind of how they look at things. Me myself, I look at the way that that they express themselves in that way, and I think it's a wonderful thing. I honestly, that's the one thing about the Y generation that I really respect and honor in them. I think that my generation, I'm X, we have this thing, we want to shout out and have prowess. Oh, I've been on my job 40 years, and okay, and what? The
What you
freak.
got? Okay. From all
I
them
mean,
30 years.
and
I
don't
think
get me wrong. And listen, do not get me wrong.
Mhm. A wonderful thing.
That is definitely an accomplishment. I ain't
Mhm.
gonna lie. Especially
What?
since I know that's not my judge. 40 years on one job.
well,
Okay.
yeah.
Listen, it's
I
a
want to be
typical.
having my whole
Yeah, that's almost unheard
work for
It's
of.
a
me.
But
type of there's a type of strength that comes with a person that can do that. But I think that there's so much going on in this world that I think that if you do something here and do something there and go and and work a little bit here and work a little bit there and see the world and travel and
Yeah.
then so
well,
in the So Envy, what you're saying about, how we look at things, or some of the young ladies look at things nowadays,
Yeah, yeah.
I think that they're saying, hey, we can push it to 40. Why? Because we have the medical industry is a little bit different. We have better research now. We have this, they eat a little different. They exercise and do all kind of, so it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as we get older, also we want that quote unquote higher title. A lot of 40-ish people don't want to say I have a girlfriend. At that point, you want to say you have a wife because, I think a lot of people marry for that because they want to look more stable. A lot of
That's
40,
for
a
other
lot.
people.
Yeah, a lot of older people don't want to say my girlfriend, my boyfriend, and whatnot.
Mhm.
As soon as a woman says that or a man says that, you're like, oh, well, he can't, they can't make, this individual doesn't know how to maintain a healthy relationship over time, or there's
Mhm.
all it
True.
always diverts to, why aren't you married? Why don't you have kids? Where's your family? Like, people just fall
Mhm.
into the, ABC, because when you go on Facebook and everybody sees their friends with the Hallmark Christmas cards with their family at the front porch and you're sitting at home alone, you're like, oh, damn,
But
And
and
and and,
then the
and once
company
again,
parties,
and
the uncomfortable, the company parties, the this and
you
that,
gotta get to know your
all
family alone.
all your
but see,
coworkers. Yeah, go ahead.
therein again lies the strength of a particular person and
Mhm.
their relationship with the Almighty Creator, and that's just my thing. Hey Reese, I kind of agree again with this Y generation, because I really like the fact that they're saying, listen, it's okay. I'm not married, or I'm single, or I do my thing later in life, or like, when we came out of high school, we were going to college, or we were going to military, or we were going into the workforce, or whatever. It's sometimes when you don't do it that way. I know a lady now who's 62 years old, and she's going to community college, and she plans on getting her master's whenever that happens. And I'm like, you go, girl, you do your thing, sis. So all I'm saying is that, these I guess these timelines that somebody put on us
Uh-huh.
and told us that that's the way it's supposed to be. The one thing I can say about this Y generation that I'm learning is that that is not the way it's supposed to be. And
That's
when
right.
you have that relationship with the creator, you say, you know what?
Mhm.
Everybody in V is not supposed to be married, to be perfectly
Exactly.
honest. Just like everybody's not supposed to be a parent, everybody is not supposed to go to college,
Uh-huh.
everybody is not supposed to be in the military. I damn sure don't want my mechanic to be the one that does that does policy and procedure for the city of Philadelphia. You feel me? Everybody
Exactly.
can't do everything. People need to stay in their lane, and I would hope that people would just learn what what's best for them, what's
It's for
most
them.
not toxic, what's healthy for them. And if that means being single, then bet you by golly, wow, stay your ass and be single and don't fuck up somebody else.
Okay.
I got
Because
you.
You feel me?
mhm.
Yeah.
But I mean, but in reference to what you were saying, like there are some people that, that still adhere to these, oh, you got to do it in this time and that time and this, that, and
Because
the other.
of
Yeah,
the
that is true. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Mhm.
Got
But
it.
anyway, I just want to say, that was I just came up. I saw you, Rico. I saw Miss Sparkle. I saw Riggs. So I just said, let me come on up and ask this question. Because you all having a very profound Big Beasley. And sometimes we can joke about it, but we can also have a good lighthearted conversation with some deep concept, and then y'all can get back to the mess now that I'm
oh,
getting ready to go down the chat. Okay.
trust me. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna, get final thoughts from Rico, and I'm gonna close out strong. All right.
Absolutely. Okay, do your
I
thing, bro. Thanks,
I
thanks
pre-
a lot, Envy. And Rico, thank you, boo boo. You know I love you.
I love
Thank
you
you,
too. Happy
TC.
new moon.
You know it. Happy new moon, brother. You know what's up. Do your thing, okay?
Yes.
All right, Envy. Peace out.
All right now.
But
The Reese, YouTube put you in timeout. Yeah. Any final thoughts, Rico, about everything that we covered today? It didn't really go sort of kind of the way we kind of got off track a little bit or
you
whatever we
sometimes
talked
just
about
gotta go with the
get with
flow.
time.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said you sometimes just gotta go with the flow and
True.
just let it be, But
Absolutely.
as long as there's some type of substance to it, but like you did have a topic with it, and there's nothing wrong with kind of getting sidetracked a little bit, but just a little bit. But
Typically I don't, yeah, typically I don't pin the link, but you know what? Hey, I'm all about a show that's, see, the thing is, my next show I'll be able to pull everything together, because, all over the place, and it's not a bad thing to get a bunch of stuff from all over the place because I can pull it together and
you
make
gotta
sense
put some
of it.
structure to it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get
Um,
up out of here in a few
yeah.
minutes, Rico.
Yeah, me too. Like this is
Yeah.
like really my second panel I hit because I just got on really, I'm getting dressed and things and just multitasking, whatever. But like I was loving the conversation and I
Yep.
listened for a minute. So I'm like, yo, let me just click the link. I'm on like perfect timing.
Oh, don't
But
worry, Miss Senator. I'm gonna close out real
yeah,
strong.
but
Trust me. No,
but
you're man. I like it when you come through the channel. I read your chats, and I'm so glad that you hit the link, man.
like I'm a bad typer though too, though, so it do be some typos when I do be typing. But like, I
Yeah,
want to say shout out to you and not to just say if I'm in your chat, engaging and stuff, whatever, not just dig my
abs-
head or whatever, but like that means that you talking about some real ish, and I can tell that you got like a head on yourself, you're not with just all with the fuck shit all the time, you do got some
right.
things about it,
Abs-
and like this is my type of content, like, and
Absolutely.
salute
You know,
you and salute everybody else. And y'all kind of like take note and listen, to some of the things, some of the advice or whatever, and apply to y'all's bum asses. Like, okay, don't be a motherfucker, ain't no with no goddamn motherfucking teeth. Then it goes out. Peace.
all right, Rico. Yo. All right, y'all. So it's a gift and a curse to pin the link. Shout out to everybody that got on the panel. Got a little bit off track there, basically, hopefully you got the breakdown. And just real quick for the people that kind of missed a little bit of it, I'll do like the quickest breakdown that you've ever heard in your life, right? Because me, how I'm gonna do it. As I said, YTC handling the audio pulp situation. She had to run the house. She had a bunch of people that didn't necessarily wipe their feet when they came in the door, but shout out to her for being able to juggle all those things going on. And I do think that it was okay for her to make sure that Jay Dunn was comfortable, and not necessarily just make sure she was comfortable before she let somebody in the house that she was beefing with. I just wish that Jay Dunn kind of took that to another level and started to take over the situation, and it wasn't necessarily all focused on her because the other women wanted to get their shit off. I just wish they could. TMO basically decided that I don't like this dude, and I'm gonna we're gonna have a squabble. And there's nothing wrong with that. She was highly opinionated about the situation. She wanted the man to know he doesn't know where he is quite yet. Coming into the sector, she said it's not the right way. I do appreciate TMO for stopping the B's and the H's and whatnot. I personally don't like it when women are talked about greasy. And she definitely made sure that it was well known that you don't come into a sector a certain way, and I can appreciate her opinion. Lady Snoop, she was all over the place. I couldn't decide whose side she had. At one point, she was saying that Jay Dunn, has put out worse of kids and dragging this and doing that. Yes, Jay Dunn has done the most for sure. But at the same time, then she was talking about on on the women's side and really going in on audio pulp. And it was kind of crazy. I get her analogies of you can't go to this hood and do this, you can't go to that hood and do that. But personally, I feel like Lady Stoop was trying to gain the favor of the people. But you know, she did have a diverse opinion, so I can appreciate that. Yaya, I do definitely respect what Yaya did. Yaya basically said, I'm straight. Like, I don't have anything to say. I'm just up here cooling to support the women and to, you know, listen to the conversation. Also, she was you know, she was good with Ken coming up there, Mayor coming up there, and I believe Caribbean Soul coming up there, right? So that was really, really cool. I do respect that. Just Kimmy, I really like the fact that Just Kimmy did a you know, for her people. That's how I think as a content creator. I'm more of a reporter than a content creator, but I'm always for the people. I let people get folks up out of here. I let people do whatever. It's not about me. Basically, it's y'all's channel. I'm just the host. That's it. Without y'all, I'm sitting up here talking to myself. So I really do appreciate that Just Kimmy did put that out there. And I'm just flying through these things real quick. I'll get back to the comments, I promise. Pizza, we already know what Pizza's going to do. You know, she's going to jump in there and, you know, give her commentary however she feels like giving her commentary. But at the same time, I'm still going to stand 10 toes that I feel like if Pizza wasn't in front of all those people, she kind of gave the vibe that she didn't want to give this vibe, but she definitely gave the vibe of I would kick it with this dude for real, for real. You know, I feel like she found him in favor, but she had to keep up that whole I don't deal with straight men situation, which I definitely think she would have dealt with him. She felt anyway, we'll keep it moving on that. Beans and Cornbread. Beans and Cornbread was on the other side. She stood on business with the fact that she wanted to support the man. I do like the fact that she brought a different perspective that he's not like a stalker, a predator, this and that, you know, I don't think that he's looking for Jay Dunn in the pool, the swimsuit, this and that. And to give the brother, you know, an opportunity to speak for himself. And I also like the fact that Beans and Cornbread say, you know what, you know, if everybody's screaming over this man and whatnot, clearly you're not going to be able to form your own opinion and you're jumping to conclusions. Ness is backing him to the fullest. I feel like Ness is happy that he stands on business and in my world is standing in the circle. I know ZX thinks I sound like a kid when he says I'm on my square, and I said I'm in my circle. My circle is actually a real thing. I'm in the circle of 13. So anyway, I feel like Ness appreciated that. She said that he does kind of have the beef sector situation, you know, the bravado going on. And I can appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, Audio Pulp, if he wants to do this thing and he wants to stand on business, I think Ness gave him a a hell of an outlook on the situation, right? Okay, so now just like the rest of us, I know Ness is presenting the content as the content flows. She clearly also has a common interest that neither of them like Jay Dunn. Now, I don't necessarily mean that she's pushing the content through him to deflect to Jay Dunn, because she obviously has the ability to go after herself. But what she's going to do is she's a super strong content creator. Obviously, you guys know one of my favorite of the two, her and ODS. I just want to see how Audio Pulp spins off of that heavy support and stands on his own, because clearly he's going after Ken and he's going after Caribbean Soul. So, we're here for it. Dory stood on business, absolutely. Not just about him. Yes, she spoke highly about him for sure, but at the same time, she spoke on it being a bigger picture than just looking at him. You know, not letting, the black man come in and speak on his own. She also talked about the slave mentality and the fact that we don't need to fight each other in such a small, irrelevant situation, because this is continuously making us look like we can't do a damn thing with ourselves. So the fellas, Ken and Mayor, well, obviously now we learn that Ken and Audio Pulp have a bigger issue than I thought. I had no idea that that they were going to take it to the level where Audio Pulp was going to come back at Ken. I just thought that they have a banter and it was over. It was over at that point. Um, and Mayor came up very very respectful, and they kind of got into a little bit of a back and forth, but at the same time, shout out to Mayor for keeping it respectful. Jay Dunn, you already know. Jay Dunn, I think, is being a little bit crazy about. Um, I think that she's being a little bit extra. I think that she's trying to push the narrative where it doesn't need to be. I think that Jay Dunn hates it when people put jackets on her. She's going to sink her teeth in to defend her own character. So I really think that, she says she's master's degree and whatnot. That's fine. I'm not here to evaluate her educational level, but at the same time, if she feels like she's a person that can look at the outside looking in and also like a screenwriter and whatnot, she should be able to devise between, what's a narrative and what's not. So hopefully she doesn't take this as serious as she needs to. And as I said earlier, we don't need to give her a manual on what trolling is. If somebody puts up a picture and if I say I have a sex machine, you guys are definitely going to troll me. Whatever you put out here, it's on the internet. If somebody happens to find you in a feed or algorithm or whatever the hell, however they find it, if I went to somebody's channel and the first thing I heard about a sex machine, I would be curious. But I don't think that Audio Pulp is looking for her, and hopefully that gets chilled out. Okay, so that's kind of my breakdown at the end. See, because usually my panel is a little bit different, obviously. This was a very very interesting panel, so I wasn't really able to dive deep into it. I would assume Audio Pulp got a bat signal sent up based on something that he said here. I would assume it's about Caribbean soul. One of the things we're going to do on this channel here with this content is we're gonna look into the Caribbean soul situation, because most of us already know what's going to happen between him and Ken. Molly, what's good? Molly, we had kind of a crazy panel over here. So basically, what I'm trying to do right now is just give a summary and a closeout so that I might, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't want to quote unquote clout chase a alleged storyline or anything like that. But I think that this needs to be redone a little bit. And also, Molly, if you're here or whatever, I'm gonna have people on my members live. If the person that can decode this thumbnail the best, I'm gonna send a cash app. So hopefully you're still here, listening to my breakdown. But Molly, the person that can decode again, person that can decode this thumbnail the best, and my members only live tomorrow at 7 o'clock, will get a cash app. Look at it close. It's my thumbnail. I'm not going to take it down. It's out there. Okay, cool. Keep going. OG Jamel. You see, the thing is you never know. OG, I don't know if you're trolling or you're being real, but I don't necessarily have any strong opinions about Jay Dunn. I'm a little bit biased because she's ATL. Shout out to ATL. You know what I'm saying? Ben said that, and jump on the panel. What people done to me and jacket. This whole circle is selective and fake. Yeah, I've heard a couple of the jackets that have been put on Eureka. You know what I'm saying? Official Lovejoy, what did you say? Can you send me the links from last night to the cigar bar and the other link? Yes, no problem. It's the yeah, I'll send it to you. It's the red phone booth and Apache Cafe, but I'll definitely get that over to you. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Lady Red, I appreciate you being here. As I said, it was kind of a crazy off panel that I'm not used to having. So, I might redo a little bit of this because there's some points that we got. And as I said, my lives are like an experience for me to make my shorts. I can have one person in here or 10,000. It's still highlights. And you guys are going to go through it like a series with me. Always check my shorts, and please, 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 y'all, for now on, please like the shorts. It really, really makes a difference. I'm more concerned about that because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and flood the algorithm. Let's spread the love. I can't necessarily help people with, hey, go over here, go over to Ness's, go over there, because I mean, what's a redirect from me? Clearly whatever, 12 people left probably because I had a different type of panel that went a little off track. But I'm going to do my best to flood the algorithm so that we can all eat together. So please, please, all of these lives turn into shorts as highlights so that I can get concise information to you all, because it's a series. Anything that happens over around the YouTube streets, we're going to break it down. No, we're not going to do YTC. No, we're not going to do binary. We're not going to break it down like that. We're going to break it down in a controversial way. Typically, with me up here, no panel, but people are more than willing to, come up and add. The one thing I will definitely say, damn it, is definitely hone in on the damn topic we're talking about. No disrespect to anybody, but I don't really care about what Vic's going through right now. I mean, I do and I don't. Who else do we talk about? Tulsa and the damn NFL draft and some more shit. Like, I would just appreciate just read the title, come up, do your thing or whatever. And then the best way to do the panel is come up, ask me, something about the topic. And then you're more than welcome to say, hey, when you guys are finished with the commentary or whatnot, I'd like to come back up and talk about the NFL draft. Beasley, you need to bring Dante a little bit more often because you're a little unhinged today, sir. You were bipolar today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rico know me. Okay. Please keep me updated. I'm actually looking for Ms. Things. I'm gonna get her direct. Oh shit. Wow. Ms. Things is ATL as well. So you know what I'm saying. Shorts are my favorite. Shorts are my personal favorite thing to YouTube randomly. So it's understandable why it's important for CCs. I'm gonna read that again for my so I could cut it as an edit. I like this comment. Shorts are my personal favorite thing on YouTube randomly, so it's understandable why it's important for CCs. Reese, I'm trying to give the game out a little bit to people. These competitions over live numbers is not how YouTube works at all. When your live stream goes off, nobody's looking for it. Maybe a few people here and there, but no one's ever going to look up Envy is beefing with whoever. Envy is beefing with Tulsa. That just is not a YouTube thing. I'm flooding the algorithms so that people come show us love. I want people to show us love from all over the place because guess what? Beef sector, Mo3 sector, and everybody, black sector, and everybody else in here gets more of an opportunity to reach out to YouTube so that once we get the algorithm flowing, we're not shadow banned for the rest of our lives. It's so ignorant to me that people come out here and compete so much on something that doesn't freaking matter. If we get a strategy together and we pull together, then we're actually doing something right. That's just my own personal opinion or whatnot. So there's my breakdown about each and every person. I gave a little bit of this and a little bit of that just so I can, get the content out there. Shout out to everybody that joined the panel and everybody who's a supporter, subscriber, or otherwise, even the haters. I really do appreciate that you actually were in the building. And what I'm going to do next time is, I don't know. Tomorrow's a members only live. I'll post it up, but we're going to go ahead and gosh, I can never find this. I need to put new stuff up here. I get so busy that I can't. And also, this is a bat signal or a smoke signal. Hey, Diva Tomboyish, I have I got a little surprise for you. So next time you come in the chat, I got another surprise for you. All right, let's go. We're going to get up out of here.
there were melanated people in North America way before Columbus and the transatlantic slave trade. But guess what? The white man has a theory called out of Africa theory. So technically, even the white man theorizes that all of civilization came from Africa. The Europeans, the Spaniards, everybody came from Africa. The Europeans had their own ethnogenesis. The Spaniards had their own ethnogenesis. The Aboriginal blacks have their own ethnogenesis. The black Aboriginal Australians have their own ethnogenesis. But why is it that only black Americans are mislabeled as a dual continental misnomer, African American? Why can't we have our own ethnogenesis when we've been in this land for centuries?
Oh yeah, I had to stay here for a second because I see it. Yeah, shout out to Diva. Shout out to Diva Tomboyish. You know what I'm saying? I kind of have to save the little thing I got in my pocket, for her because I shouldn't even mention it. It should have just been like a boom. But hey, next time she comes through, she says, Envy is so obsessed with me. Da, 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 da. I really like you. I don't know what obsessed, but as I said, me, I always got something in the chamber for you. Beasley, I'm leaving. What's up?
Dante heard the last of this guy talk. Can you hear me?
No, you're muffled, but Dante heard what?
Look, I got these new ear pods and I got them for Christmas, but I'm just not using them.
Those are not AirPods. That's like, yeah. Go ahead.
They are. Maybe they just don't work that well.
They fooled you at Target by the pharmacy. Yeah, those aren't AirPods, but go ahead.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Turning the volume up. Hello, can you hear me?
Beasley? Yeah, man.
All right, no, I'm going to give an opinion on that. If you want to give Aboriginal black people, if you disagree with the term African American, then why not just call us American? Then why not just call black people in America American? And if you object to a black American,
that's the whole point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just American. More American than many of the immigrants.
You got the AirPod farts. I hate that shit. Like when you got to reset you got to repair your AirPods because they go burn, burn, like pizzas do. Burn, burn.
I don't know, but I won't use these except like if I'm in.
No, you're good, Beasley. Beasley, I'm gonna get up out of here, brother.
All right, yeah, but if you just be American, because actually the majority of the so-called African Americans have been here generations before many of the Italians, the Irish, and other immigrants to this country. That's all.
I get it. We're gonna talk about that, Beasley, sometime. But I'm getting up out of here, brother. I'll holler.
All right, no, I have an opinion on that, and Dante really wanted to express it. Thank you.
Dante will get plenty of time to talk about it when that's the topic. Okay.
Very good. No, well, Dante just gets to the point, and then it's over with.
All right, man. I'm gone.
And I ain't gotta say a damn thing, but girl, I'm trying to get you, cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low, and I can give more than the girl, it's true, but I only did one time, yeah.